And we're back here once again with another episode of the Cloud9 podcast, season 15, episode 6. So I hope you guys had a great day, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week that is ahead of you. And if you guys are watching and listening to this episode of the Cloud9 podcast when it is airing live, thank you so much for your continued support, for watching and listening to the Cloud9 podcast as it is in the 15th season of airing, and we will be on season 16 very, very soon. But I do want to truly thank all of you guys for getting us to this milestone. And if you guys are watching and listening to this episode of the Cloud9 podcast on the replay because you could not watch and listen to this episode of the Cloud9 podcast when it was airing live because you were either really busy or you just kind of want to wait till the live stream is over. That way you could just, put it on your second monitor and have something to listen to. And I enjoy the replay crew, and you guys on the replay crew have been really showing out. You guys are really, really, really watching the Cloud9 podcast and the MSK show on the replays. The reason why I know that is because when I look at the analytics, the time has massively shot up. So whether you watch this podcast or you watch my other one, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Also, good news. So Tuesday, after my show with Laps Comic Fan, James is going to come over to put in my brand new PC. So I'm going to take this one that I've been doing content on since literally 2018 when I first got a PC. I'm going to move it to a different part of my house. I'm going to still use it while I'm basically building up the other one, day in and day out, just, trying to get, stuff the way I like it, actually. Because, as you guys know, for me, I like things a certain way, So we will be bringing back League of Legends streams, and I'll be able to stream more than 3 games, barring my internet always just collapses when I stream League after the third game. It's literally after 3 games, it just chooses to collapse. But yeah, so I'll just be doing Master Duel streams until then, and then basically after Tuesday, you can expect League of Legends streams to come back in full force, as well as other video games that I can play on my Steam account that you guys have been asking me to play for a very, very long time. But with all that done, joining me here in this episode of the Cloud9 podcast to talk about the 2025 NBA playoffs, LTA, LEC, and competitive law esports, as where we are at right now, is Mr. Blanks. What's up, man? How are you doing?
Man, shit is crazy, man.
I have to ask you something, because this article has been resurfacing, even though this shit got published in 2023. You know that article where it's just like Yami Yugi in this pose, and the headline is Yu-Gi-Oh! Players will get basically disqualified from tournaments if they misgender someone. Now, I'll say this, as you guys know, my personal stance is there's only 2 genders when I talk about that.
Oh, dude.
Have you ever heard of anyone getting disqualified for misgendering someone?
Yes. Yes. I got a whole story about that, but not a Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god, dude!
Pokemon, that happened with that one little white kid. I remember.
Yeah, no, you know what his thing was? He doesn't have pronouns. He said he doesn't understand why people have pronouns. Just call me by my name, like,
Oh,
but also his last name is Tran. If people got pissed, why can't you change your name? That's my last name. I'm Asian. My last name's Tran. And people got The thing is, he doesn't have any pronoun, and then his last name's Tran. Like, you can't make this shit up. And it's like, and then no, trust me, there are people who say if Pokemon has a lot more those, what you call them, Transformers. Then
literal
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Decepticons.
Yu-Gi-Oh! doesn't have a lot. Yu-Gi-Oh! In comparison to Pokemon has so little of them. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! is probably like 2-3%. Pokemon is about 10 to 12. I'm just talking about trans people. I'm just talking about trans people. Not people with pronouns. People with pronouns might make about 40%. There's Pokemon is because Pokemon is a safe space in a sense.
Yeah.
Like, even though I'm like, okay, I like I said, I don't really give a shit. I'm like, whatever.
So my thing is, I don't think people that were spreading that Yu-Gi-Oh article. Now, I will say this, as you guys know, for me, I do not agree with that. But if you are playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I think a lot of people have mostly been playing Yu-Gi-Oh online, and they're kind of thinking like, how would that ever be a thing? So like, guys, when you play across from someone while playing Yu-Gi-Oh, you could like introduce yourself. Generally, I forget names really fast if I barely know the motherfucker. You won't really be saying like someone's name or even he, she when you're dueling. So like, you draw your cards, you just let's say I'm playing like Salamangreat. I say normal summon Gazelle. You have a response. If I say the word you, that means I'm talking to the person I'm across the table from. You know, like you don't really say the person's name. That's why the whole misgendering thing is going to be weird. Because like,
you know what?
I mean, I typically I've never said someone's actual name when I'm dueling. You just use the thing. You just say you. You just say you mostly say response. The person gives you like a thumbs up or they say go, and you just keep going until they have a response. Obviously, like if you guys are dueling where you're saying the person's actual name, you're probably playing some like mega casual shit or whatever. Because like, there's no way. I mean, anything I played in I've never said the person's name. It's either
I never did a person's actual name. I've only done it in the judge call, and at the time I usually just say my opponent because that's the only person I'm playing against. It's like you don't even say the person's name unless you have to like actually have a specific judge call where you're putting in information. Other than that, most of the time I'm like, my opponent I'll go my opponent, their name, boom, 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 did this, and this. After I specifically told them, like, you can't because of this. And sometimes I don't even try to like if they tell me beforehand their pronouns, because some will just blatantly like, oh, these are my pronouns. I'm like, okay. Half the time I'm not paying attention. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, okay. Yeah. I'm just trying to get through this.
And this is the thing is, I wouldn't call them that shit anyway, because I'm not abiding by that shit. You don't tell me what I'm gonna do for you. That's not how that works. You know,
if I respect you, if I do, if I don't, I'm like,
the thing, man. Like, no one gets this though. It's like you go to let's say you go to the store, right? Say you go to Target, and like a random motherfucker like just gives you some nice respect. I think people are confusing respect with common courtesy. I'm not gonna just be an asshole to someone unless like they like bump me on the shoulder, they hit me with their shopping cart on accident. Like I don't gotta respect random motherfuckers I'm barely ever gonna know. Respect comes like when I know you and like we've had conversations and we have had some consistent interaction. Like people are confusing just having good manners versus like respect. You know, you just walk on someone and be like, you go ahead.
At the beginning, my opponent, I will. If I feel like they're disrespecting me, or I feel like I'm getting disrespected, I don't give a fuck about your pronouns. All that shit goes out the window. I'm like, lucky I don't call you bitch and hoe and WD. What's wrong with you? No, I don't agree with that. But you're lucky I don't call you bitch in other words. I'm like, okay, my opponent over here. And I'll just go my opponent over here. I'm not even going to say your name. I'm not going to say about no pronoun. I'm going to say my opponent over here. He did 2 illegal actions back to back. As I already tried to call them. You can't. It's like, I've had to before. Like, and a lot it to me it's respect for my opponent, but that shit goes out the window real quick if I feel like you're on some fuck shit. And then I'm like, all right, cool, fuck you then. Like, because I don't really care. Like, motherfuckers ask me, why don't you have any pronouns? I'm like, I don't. Like, I'm just Chaz, motherfucker. Don't put me no pronoun shit. I'm just Chaz. Like how OJ said, I'm just OJ. I'm just Chaz. Motherfucker, you know I'm mean, bitch. Gotta be aggressive. Got to let motherfuckers know. You know. Nah, but it's like.
Oh no, my bad. I had to change my shirt real quick. So
no, it's all good. It's all respect. Like, it's all about respect too. I don't get any. You know, I'm gonna give a fuck about your pronouns.
My thing is, I don't know. I try to treat people like well mannered. You know, that's generally my thing. But I think people just don't get like if you're playing IRL Yu-Gi-Oh, you're not gonna be really saying that person's name. You're mostly just being like response. Okay, you declare your phases. That's it. Like how would that ever be coming up as my like unless like you call a judge over and then the person's next to you and it's like this dude, you would say like that, or this girl. Mostly you abuse them saying dude because you're not playing against girls most of the time anyway. Yeah, you know what I mean,
in Pokemon, somewhat it's a lot more women. I say this person. I say this person because sometimes it's hard for me to tell because some of these motherfuckers be like long hair, and then they're a guy, and then some people be short hair and they're a girl. I'm like, you want me to guess what the fuck you are?
I'm saying like Pokemon would definitely have more girls than Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh just a straight up sausage.
Oh yeah. For Yu-Gi-Oh, it's 99% dudes, and yeah. If a girl's playing Yu-Gi-Oh because she has a boyfriend that plays Yu-Gi-Oh. Because most girls I know they're playing Pokemon. Most of them I know I play Pokemon like easily.
All right. So, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. I mean, the reason why you won't be really seeing anyone getting disqualified for that is because it's generally not something that will like ever happen. I'm just being honest with you guys. You know, like if you summon a monster and you say like, hello, sir, do you have a No. You just say response because fucking this is not an anime. I'm not sitting across from this guy, Chaz, I will destroy you for destroying my life. Like, you guys are literally weirdos if you're doing that. You're probably some fucking freaks, you know? Oh, yeah, I did see that. I saw that. Amaras, that's, if you guys want to see it, we can, but that'll literally, if you guys are having headphones on, that's like ear grape right there. But did you see what I sent you earlier?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, so like this is the thing with the whole Amaranth situation. We're like, okay, so I don't know how this guy's treating her. I don't know, but I remember when she like had this like big breakdown of her admitting like on stream he was like abusing her or whatever and forcing her to do OnlyFans content, you know.
Yeah.
And then she would go on like these Tinder dates with dudes, go to like bowling alleys. There's literally live streams of her. You could probably find archived on the internet where she's like, I'm trying to get double stuffed. She's literally going on blind dates. And then like come to find out just like within about a year or two, she's doing like full-blown porn on OnlyFans. Like, you know, I don't know if she's like sleeping with her husband while she's there with other girls, but she's mostly doing it girl on girl. She was getting dicked down by a white rapper named Young Gravy. I'm not making this up.
Allegedly. I know we're gonna, it's probably allegedly, but no, she
on Twitter. Remember on Twitter? Remember, like she like I think retweeted that picture of Young Gravy because now Young Gravy is getting dicked down by a dude, and then she's like, hey, get your hands off my man's. Like, I don't know if a married woman should be saying that to just random guys, you know, married woman, right?
To a guy who was allegedly gay.
Like, and then after that, so the whole thing about her house getting raided by those teenagers for her crypto money, that actually was real. But the thing with the previous situation is that people called out that she's just kind of like making it up and dramatizing all this stuff for content, actually. So the previous one, we knew her actions weren't shit because of everything that she did afterwards, right? Just whoring herself out on OnlyFans, fucking basically like, oh, well, you know, me and my husband are getting counseling. It'll be okay. And then she's just full-blown getting on her knees, just slobbing on meat, just mouth on cock. Was it his? Probably not, because he probably has 4 inches by the way he looks. Just saying. But and then it's really crazy to me that she can dog her husband out in front of, you know, I would say millions of people, because a lot of people are going to watch that stuff, like literally millions of people, multi-millions of people. Then she's getting like pistol whipped with a gun or whatever. They have a gun to her head and all that shit. And he comes and saves her. And then you're thinking to yourself, this is a person that she dogged out to everyone, but her husband was the only person that saved her that night. You just think about that. Just the absolute ungratefulness out of women these days. Just utterly disrespectful. Now, I don't know too much about this situation. This popped off last night. Allegedly, she thinks that he's going to steal her life insurance money. And then she got mad that apparently he got mad that he caught her giving a hand job to a black dude that worked for the Fresh and Fit podcast. Not Myron or the other guy. The one who looks like a Planet of the Apes character. Fuck.
You talk about Fit?
Not Fit or Myron.
Right.
Yeah, not him. It was this guy. I forget this guy's name. His name is Chris. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron, their producer, the guy that does the sound effects, the soundboard and shit. And this is the thing, though, is I will say this. I don't know her husband from a fucking fly on the wall. I will just say this. You need to leave her. She doesn't respect you. First of all, before any of this, she doesn't respect you. She dogged you out in front of millions of people. She cheats on you. She gives hand jobs to she jerks off black dudes. She goes on Tinder dates on stream. This has happened in the past. Yeah. Okay. So she clearly doesn't respect this guy. This is a relationship that literally is not good at all. I mean, let's be honest here, guys. She's going to stay with him because that's how stupid women are. Women are literally the definition of Stockholm syndrome. You could straight up, I'm not kidding you. I'm not saying you should do this. You could straight up beat them up and they'll still be with you because they literally are like that. They're just mentally deranged, you know? When you call the cops on, when a wife calls the cops on her husband, and she's like, he's beating me. Then what happens the next few days afterwards? Situation's over. She goes back to him. He's gonna stay with her anyway because he's a fucking loser, and that's her fucking cuck fetish right there. Is her fucking husband. Imagine having a husband for your cuck fetish. That's what she does. I'm just saying, dude needs to leave her, but he's not gonna do that because she's a multimillionaire, and he likes the lifestyle they live. She's not gonna leave him because that's just how women are. For being honest here, but I wanted to show you guys. I'm not gonna play the video for screaming because that's not good for podcast audio, obviously. But this was the one. But I could easily believe this. She's out here literally getting on Tinder dates. Stream ends and she's like, I'm trying to get double stuffed by two. She went on a double Tinder date one time with a black and a Mexican, and she looked up like this, and then she typed. I remember the caption was, "I'm trying to get double stuffed at the end of tonight." Literally meeting up with dudes at a park bench at 10 o'clock at night. If you're meeting up with dudes at a park bench at 10 o'clock at night and you taking that girl back home after the stream ends, dick's going in somewhere, either in her mouth or in the other two areas she got. I'm just saying, though, bitch is out here just getting. And she was like, would it be cheating if she's cheating with women? Yes. I don't know how that changes anything. She cheats with women, too. She does fucking porn, you know? Yeah. Oh my god! All this is this is just fucking weird. If you're a dude and you accept that, you're a fucking loser. Before we watch any of this, if you're a dude and you accept that, your wife dogging you out in front of millions of people, you're a fucking loser. That's what you are. You deserve everything coming to you. I kind of laugh when she dogs this guy out. Nobody with any self-respect gets dogged out by millions of people by their wife and stays with them.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no!
She literally straight up called this guy an abuser. And what are we talking about? Everyone will literally implicate that you probably are beating her. It doesn't look like he hits her. It doesn't look like that.
Do we know what he looks like?
We know what he looks like now. I can show you in just a moment here. I wanted to play you guys this audio of her getting this. So 1 sec. Okay, let's put it up here. So this is he said that he caught her yanking this guy's chain. Damn, YouTube and censoring words. God damn it. She was out here weed whacking some long. I can't do this.
Can we talk about you kissing black men while we're married?
That is not even true. Oh my god.
Oh, we don't want to talk about that.
We can talk about that, sure.
Okay, let's talk about it.
You had me go on Tinder dates I didn't want to go on, and then
what the? No, that's a lie. That's a lie. She went on those willingly. Remember after she had that breakdown where she was talking about her dogs or something? Remember how she had him on the speakerphone and she was breaking down? She went on those Tinder dates 2 days afterwards. And you're saying that I thought your husband didn't make you. What a lying fucking scumbag. What a lying whore bag. Oh my goodness. She said that her husband was making her do this. 2 days later, she's talking about getting BBC'd and tacoed at the same time, just getting folded.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Then you started calling me when we were at the karaoke bar a lot.
Me if you could have an open relationship.
That is no.
Oh, you didn't?
You were wanting an open relationship.
No, did you?
Of course she wanted an open relationship. Of course she did.
Did you ask that? Okay, maybe I will sleep with Aaron. Did we say that?
No, that is
never?
not.
You
No.
never asked that?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. We're gonna lie to your chat now. Okay.
We're literally not lying.
And you didn't give him the hand job in the
I
parking
did
lot?
not.
Oh, okay.
Correct. I did not
didn't drive
do that.
up on you guys together. You giving him a hand job in the parking lot in Chinatown.
These men can't even find porn that would make us money of such sexual acts that you are claiming right now. Yet you're saying I would.
Amaranth, you do that on your OnlyFans. Just pointing out. Just pointing it out. Men definitely found it because you do it for them. Stupid bitch.
Yeah.
Do it off stream for no money?
Yes.
You're retarded.
Oh my god! Because porn stars never have sex off fucking.
No.
She's retarded. I agree with him on that. She said that men can't find her doing that. It's just stupid. She literally does it for whatever. I can't do it with women. I can't. Good lord, my brain loses IQ points listening to whores. Oh, yeah, shit. This is her breaking out. I don't want to play her screaming because it's just horrible for you guys' ears to hear that shit. But this is something happened with Lil Wayne. So I don't know if you know about this. So apparently Lil Wayne's fiance claimed he ended their relationship and kicked her and her daughter out of his house on Mother's Day. She also alleges he has physically assaulted her in the past and now is searching for a lawyer. Yeah, I don't trust women when they get all dolled up for the all dolled up for the camera to give a sob story. Can't wait to make the guy out to be the bad guy. I love it. Oh, goodness. But do you believe she was yanking some cock?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just don't trust this person. I just don't trust her at all. There's no way she wasn't jerking some dude off. Especially with marriage problems like this, she would definitely try to find other dudes. So I didn't know what her husband ever looked like either until she posted a picture of him after it was the holiday season. I think it was like, yeah, it was something about, no, not the holiday season. My bad. It was a few months after she got attacked by those teenagers at her house. I think it was, what was the holiday? Oh, no, it was Easter. She posted Happy Easter and she posted a picture of him. This is her husband. So apparently they were arguing. Amaranth called the police on her husband after he charged at her during an argument. The two have been arguing for over 10 hours. I would never argue with a woman for 10 hours. You couldn't pay me enough money on the planet to argue with a woman for 10 hours.
10 hours, nah.
10 hours, nah. We need to be fucking like, I need my tongue all in your butt or something. Because like, who argued with a bitch for 10 hours?
You argue for about an hour, then you fuck her brain there. You fuck her in her mouth. You make her gag, put her in her pussy, make her pussy swollen. Then you rip her asshole open. Like you.
Isn't that what you did to me, Daddy? Hey, yo.
No, that's what Carla did to you. She put the strap on.
Hey, yo, man. No, why do you think I would be a bottom if Carla had sex with me? I'm the top. What are you talking about?
You sure about that?
That's fine. I'm not okay with. I'm not unokay with being observed.
Okay, great.
I'm unokay with you pointing the camera.
Well, then leave. I'm not going to follow you.
This is her husband?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you're
Didn't it look like Stephen Young if he was like skinny?
That's what I thought it was at first. I was like, what do you think? He does feel cock. I don't know. It's something about Asian dudes and white women. Yep.
Yeah, that's her cuck fetish right there. His dick is like 4 inches. That shit's not getting in there. That dick is 4 inches long of nothing.
Yep.
Literally just gonna be super defined. Is that right?
Talk about problems. Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Leave. You can move. You can go away.
I wasn't in camera view. You moved the camera view to me.
Bro? What is wrong with you?
Okay, he crashing out. Okay, he crashing out. All right. He crashing out. Okay.
People did say without makeup she doesn't look as good. I would still hit though, but that's just me.
Most motherfuckers still gonna hit. They ain't still hit.
Of course, I guarantee you the cop's a black guy. How much you guys want to bet the cop is gonna be black? What? This motherfucker she's crashing out. He's crashing out. Wait, hold on. I knew it was gonna be black. Is there a stripper pole in her? Jesus Christ. There's a stripper pole in her house. I wonder who she's getting down for. Apparently, allegedly, he didn't hit her. So that's good enough, I guess. But yep, that's another day in the Amaranth crash out happening. You know what's gonna be crazy, guys? 2 weeks from now, after this episode airs, she's gonna pretend like nothing ever happened, and then gonna go on Instagram wearing like a schoolgirl outfit with her whole literal ass hanging out, bouncing up and down.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, this has to be a stunt for content. It has to be. After 2 weeks, she'll be back on Instagram, bouncing ass in a schoolgirl outfit, trying to get dick down. That's literally what she's gonna do. That's like, this is textbook 101. If you guys know who this is, honestly, is there anything you want to say before we go to the next thing? That's what chicks are huge.
I'm not surprised by this. It's just crazy.
Do you think this is all fake for the cameras, or do you think any of it's real?
I think him being pit there is real. I think the drama's fake, but I think him being pit there is real because he's shown to dislike how she moves and her willingness to be just so sexually free, and it pisses him off to the point where it's like,
this is his wife. I want you guys to say, if you are married to her, look, this is your wife. That's your wife.
See, that's the position you walk in, a guy just sticks it in and just like grabs your shoulder and fuck the shit out of her. Nah. This is
the wife.
That's not his wife. That's our wife.
See, right there, that's the position. You gotta pull down the drawers. You gotta get hard. You might eat it out for like 2 minutes.
Take off her. Nah, you walk up to her and give her a roundhouse kick to the face. That's what you do to that bitch.
Nah,
like that's his wife. So imagine if they went to a Thanksgiving and they're sitting at the table and his dad is like, "Hey son, how's the marriage going? I saw your wife's Instagram. It's looking very it's looking very interesting."
Yeah.
Man, Thanksgiving would be very hard conversations. I'm just saying right now.
Oh, it'd be very hard, right?
Oh yeah, I'm just saying. Whoever this guy is, Stephen Young's rejected brother. This is, oh my god, I can't play this. No, this one's too risque. Holy crap! Look at this. This is his wife. This is what she does. Look at this. Look at that.
Yeah, send me that video.
Getting down, sucking meat. Then she had one of her gagging herself with a toothbrush.
Yep.
I'm just saying, like, that's not your dude. This guy's only with her for money. There's no way. You have to have more self-respect than this. Like, come on. Look at what this bitch is doing. Who do you think's doing that? He is, because he's a fucking cuck, you loser. You're a fucking cuck fetish, you dirty, disgusting soy sauce drinking egg roll. You fucking chow mein connoisseur. Fucking idiot. Ain't got no eyebrows, ain't got no dick. All he does is eat chow mein and rice. You fucking, I can't say the other word. It rhymes with jink.
Yeah.
God damn. Fuck, I hate guys like that. Speaking of guys I hate more in the NBA, let's talk about the NBA before we go to league. Because when I talk about Cloud9, I'll have a stroke, honestly. All right. Where do you want to start with the NBA? Let's go to the playoff bracket.
Yep. I'll talk about my next real quick.
Playoff bracket. But before we do, we have to talk about that Game 3 blowout from the Pacers and the fucking Cleveland Cavaliers. When I text Chaz, they were at the beginning of the third quarter. It was like the quarters are 12 minutes, right?
Game 4.
Yeah, Game 4. The quarters are what? 10 minutes? 12 minutes? Right?
12 minutes.
12 minutes. Yep. At 8 minutes into the third quarter, almost the very beginning of it, the Pacers had 92. The Cavaliers had like fucking 49.
Nah, fuck all that.
Actual just bent over.
Nah. Fuck all that. Halftime was 80-38. The fuck? 80-38? at halftime. What kind of 80-38.
Just getting dicked. Just dick all the way down his throat.
Cleveland put 38. They scored 70 in the second half, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter.
Yeah, and it was crazy. Like the game ended like 129 to 109. I'll be honest here. The Pacers even letting it get to a 20-point gap when they had that big of a lead. That's disgusting. That's actually crazy. Like if I'm beating you 92 to like 49 at the beginning of the third quarter, you're not getting past 70. But they managed to bring it to 109. Like, man. Yeah. Like, I can't even be happy that the Cavs won that because it's like if you're winning by almost 50, 60 points, how in the world do you let them get almost?
Oh,
they were going to come back.
Because their bench got taken out early in the second quarter, and then they got taken out in the fourth. That's why they came back because Cleveland was still playing. But the issue is Cleveland, as much as they were scoring, Indiana was just scoring as much. It was like, even though they Cleveland outscored Pacers 70-49 in the second half.
Yep.
It didn't matter. You were down 42 at half. That means you make up 20 points only to lose by 20. You scored 70, but you're down 42. That means you pretty much only made up a 28-point differential, and that's what it was. 49. Yeah, 70-49 in the second.
Yep.
21 points, and you only lose by 20. Like, and then Donovan Mitchell didn't come back in the second half. He didn't start. He rarely played. The Pacers.
No. I saw that. I remember that. It's just my thing is like if you're winning that hard, how does it even end with the team?
Because you take your down 20, when you take your starters out, you're sometimes
playing the back. Yeah.
But you still lose by 20. Like Cleveland can only get.
But most of the game was the blowout. I'm not trying to take that away from them. It's just crazy that it was even down by 20 when it was. At one point, it was straight up 30-80. That's gross.
80-38.
That is just utterly. Pacers, just finish them off, please. Pacers, just
play by play. Okay. Let me go play by play.
Yeah, you're good.
Because I gotta go third quarter.
Yeah, because as you guys know, when it comes to like league, we can actually play the replays of the games on YouTube. You can't do that for the NBA. I would get blocked. That's how it works.
At one point, it was like 8 minutes. Yeah, like you said, 8 minutes.
8 minutes in the third quarter, 92
to 49.
Actually,
Cleveland came back and they cut it to about 98-66. And then it got to 100. And Cleveland was
that means the Pacers didn't score for like 5 minutes straight. Then,
yeah, they didn't even matter.
Free throws.
It didn't even matter because at the end of the third quarter, it was 109-77. Pacers Cleveland was cooked. Cleveland was cooked because they were down 32 and they lost by 20. They only scored 12 more points than the Pacers. That's me. The Pacers. Cleveland needed the Pacers not to score any more points. Because, if the Pacers did score one basket, Cleveland would have tied the game. All Pacers scored at the amount they needed to. They were chucking on bullshit ass shots. They was getting to the basket, and then fourth quarter, they had Thomas Bryant. Like, when you're Cleveland and you're done when you got Tristan Thompson in the game. That's when you know, okay, white flag then. You got Tristan Thompson playing. Grab a rebound. That's how you know the game's over. Just pack it up, go to game 5. Tristan Thompson out here making 3 throws, they're down by 30. Doesn't even matter. The Pacers actually stopped scoring after like 2 minutes. There was like 2 minutes left, they just stopped scoring. It didn't even matter. They were just missing shots on purpose. Probably. They'll try to probably make shots, but they kept missing them. And then Cleveland just kept making it. And then shot clock turnover. They were down by 20. This game, Cleveland when you give up 38 in the first quarter, you're kind of cooked. And then you give up 42 in the second, and them motherfuckers is just hitting their shots. I'm there right now. If the Knicks get to past Boston, Indiana might be in the finals. This motherfucking Indiana Pacers team, they learned from last year. Go fast when you need to, and then when you slow it down, you can slow it down. Pacers beat the brakes off the Bucks. They're beating the brakes off the Cavs. If I'm a Boston or a Knicks fan, like I'm kind of like alarmed how Indiana's just scoring this much. Indiana has scored 100 points in every single one of these games, you know, in this series. They're 121, 120. They lost, but they scored 104, and then they scored 129. The Pacers are scoring on a trajectory that's just alarming. It's alarming.
So after this, Pacers have, if they want to go to the finals, they have one more game to win, just one more, and they're in.
Yep.
And then Cleveland.
Yeah, and guess what?
Yep.
In the first round series, Pacers scored 117, 123. When they lost, they only scored 101. They scored 129 again and scored 119. These motherfuckers, like the Knicks, are barely getting past 100, as well as Boston. Like,
oh yeah,
and you got Boston when they shoot three, they're
we'll talk about the Knicks in just a moment. It's just,
but my God, the Pacers are just electric.
I just don't see where the Cavaliers pull it back. When's the next time they play?
Tuesday, I think.
I think they play. Yeah, Cavs and Pacers play on Tuesday.
Cleveland and Indiana ain't that far from each other. It's like
true.
It's like a state over, I think, or 2 states over.
We'll bring up the game just in here in just a moment.
Like you could drive from Indianapolis to Cleveland, like in a day, like a day.
I hate having their freaking
New York or Boston, like literally just Boston literally just jump on the Amtrak. And you're
really like an hour. Yeah, it's like what, an hour?
4-hour train ride. Car ride about 5 hours because it depends on where you're from.
Let's go to the
people talk about fly. Like you only fly a helicopter. I'm not flying a helicopter in this nasty ass weather.
Okay, so the next time they play, you're right. Yeah, Tuesday, May 13th, 4 p.m. PST. Yep.
The team with the further distance is Minnesota and Golden State.
Next time you guys play is
tomorrow.
It's gonna be tomorrow. Yep. You guys are playing tomorrow.
Yep.
You guys still lead the series, so that's good. Yep. Let's do this really quickly. Okay. Yep. Okay. Let's go to the Knicks. So the Celtics did manage to get a win, and they felt like it got a little bit of their mojo back. Still not fully back to where people thought they were going to be coming to the series. What do you think, man? Because like their comebacks were impressive. I mean, Jalen Brunson and a few other of the guys did a very good job.
That was more because Boston was missing shots. Boston was making their shots.
And they were choking really hard to get to that point. You know, like, hey, I mean, it's good that the Knicks had a few players on their team to basically capitalize on the Celtics choking. Had no problem with that.
Knicks were scoring, but Boston
they could have won that game too, but they fouled Jalen Brunson because they didn't want him make because he's really, really clutch, like shy at doing the jumper in the key to get you 2 points. So like, okay, we'll foul this guy. He'll get a couple of free throws.
No, that's not the reason why they lost. Because Jason Tatum took an ill-advised shot when they still had a timeout. They could have taken a timeout.
Yeah.
Got the ball to half court, and then they could have went from there. They chose to take the ball from the other side of running down. Jason Tatum decided to go to his left and was congested by OG and Mikal Bridges. That's why Boston lost game 2. Game 1 was just Boston doing dumb
keep in mind, if they had let him take that jumper, because he made both free throws, you would have had 94. Or no, you was 89 to 91. You would have you'd have 93. They fouled him so he wouldn't get the jumper off to make it obviously more tight. You got 2 points in to be at 91.
That was a smart play.
Yeah, yeah.
The dumb play with Jason Tatum going down, try to take that dumb shot at the end.
I would have just took the free throws. I would have just got myself fouled and took the free throws. They could have won off that because only like how many seconds left? Like 2-3 seconds left. Honestly,
no. Fouling Jalen Brunson was the right move. What you needed to do was you needed to either get a contact foul or shoot a better shot. Jason Tatum taking the ball down. You've been cold all game, and then you're going to get somewhere where Mikal Bridges is there. He already stole the ball from Jaylen Brown in game 1. Now he steals the ball from you in game 2. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're going to your left. Everyone knows you go to your left to shoot a fadeaway. And it's like Jason Tatum was too predictable.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like,
and then game 3, they kind of got a little bit of it back. They kind of evened out way better 3-point shots. It still feels like they're going to be just living and dying by threes.
Yeah, they were going up by 30. I was like, yeah, we're cooked. Because there's no way we're going to be able to come back.
Because the first games, it really just felt like they were just choking their leads away. It wasn't like, I mean, the Knicks were playing fine to still be in the series.
Knicks were playing their game, but Tibbs and it did.
Because from what I know, at least from watching all 3 games, they never were actually ahead in the first 2 games at all.
No,
until
they weren't
literally
ahead
the very end.
Fourth quarter. This game shows that Tibbs is not adjusting. Part of me wants the Knicks to lose that they can fire Tibbs, get him the fuck out of there. Tibbs is a good coach, but he's not going to be the coach.
Because the problem here is if you guys win the series and you get to the conference finals, that almost basically just secures he has another year. Doesn't
I know. It secures that he gets a new contract, and I don't want Tibbs to have a new contract.
I also need to show you guys the same thing I showed Chaz.
I do not want him as their coach anymore. He's good at development, but my God, he'll run a team to a fucking ground. He's too predictable on what he does. That's why we're. Oh, I thought
this was a free throw taken by This was a free throw taken by Michael Robinson. I can't put the audio. It's NBA. Yeah. Look at this shit. You're paying these people literally millions of dollars. Like bench players get like millions too. It's not like in league where like a dude's making like $100K. Look at this. Man. Look at this. This is disgusting. Look at this.
I thought that shit. I was like, yo.
Oh, the white guy. He's like,
I was like, bro. He don't get paid to shoot. He don't get his career average is 34%. I'm like, nigga. Like he laughed. I'm like, yo, bro. Nah, bro. Just get up. Just get back on defense.
Just one more time. It's so bad. Oh, that's just disgusting. That's actually gross. Look, this guy said, while I tend to agree, as you would assume, they would practice since they have no real job, eating up their time. A fair comparison would be for you to go shoot free throws using a tennis ball. This is how big their hands are in some cases. Shaq is a perfect example. Weak excuse. Kawhi has bigger hands than this dude. Practice until you get it right. Yeah.
No, if you don't practice the tennis ball, you practice with a soccer ball. You practice with something bigger, and then when your hand gets used to it, it's all about the wrist. You gotta shoot with the wrist.
Yeah. I mean, even Jokic misses free throws, but it's understandable if you're that tall that you would miss them because you would overarch your hand too hard and you would fucking miss. But it's like, man, these guys are getting paid quite a bit of money to see stuff like that. That is actually disgusting, honestly, to see. Well, hopefully the Knicks can pull it to a series game-winning third game. If they win, they'll be up 3-1. They have to win one more. Celtics win, the series is tied. So the Knicks can pull the lead or the Celtics can tie it up. But we'll see if Boston chokes in any of the games in the series. It's just like, holy crap. God damn. And then that's crazy because this is the Eastern Conference. This is how much parity exists in this side of the fucking world for basketball. But we do have the West. And as you guys know, Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors is still out. I mean, they're evaluating him at the most. He'll be back for game 5 when I heard. From game 5 or game 6, right? Game 6. So, like, Warriors would need to win what? At least 2 more games
to win one more
series?
They need at least one more to secure he'll be back. If they go down 3-1, there's a good chance that Minnesota closes out before Steph Curry gets back. They got to win that one and go to State. They got to win that game.
Because right now, fucking hell, the other dude they have from the other guy, he's stepping. Jimmy Butler's back. He's doing fine.
Doing the best he can, but the other players are not showing the fuck up. That's the sad part.
You have oh my god, but Buddy Hield is trying. He's trying his best. He's putting up 30s, but it's like
30 points when he showed the fuck up. Like he'll put 30 points like every 5
Draymond Green is straight up having an actual meltdown when
he's having what the Boonocks call a nigga moment. He's just having nigga moments, man. It's ridiculous.
Why are you like this?
He is. This motherfucker out here trying to fight everybody. I'm like, if you ever seen the Boondocks when a motherfucker just get mad, it's like that's Draymond.
They start throwing chairs.
And then this motherfucker want to say, "Oh, it's not. I'm not an angry black man."
So if you guys haven't seen the drama with Draymond Green, so after game 2, they're having an interview in the locker room or whatever, and he was like, "Hold up, I just want to let you guys know this. The media is painting me as this angry black man." And then I shit you not, you can literally go on YouTube, look up Draymond Green assaulting NBA players in montage format to see that this guy plays some of the most dirty, disgusting basketball. And then he knows he's in the wrong. And then he wants, I'm just the innocent black guy. They're making out to be crazy. No, fuck you, you fucking filthy animal. You're the one doing it. And people are calling out your mistake. Oh, how dare you call out my dirty NBA? Fuck you. I like the Warriors. I like Stephen Curry, but god damn, I hate people like that. He knows he's in the wrong. People are calling him out for it, but like I was at Minnesota, and like some of the players said slurs to me. You fucking big old pussy. Oh, you got called a slur. Oh, poor baby who makes $30 million a year. Fuck off, you fucking disgusting animal. Holy shit. God. Oh, they called me some slurs. Oh, boo-hoo. Oh, poor baby Draymond Green. Man's like 6'5". Shut up, crybaby. Like, and that's the guy you have to rely on to, get your ass to the next round when Stephen Curry's out. But did you see that shit? Him saying the media makes him out to be the angry black one. He's literally punching people. He's literally using his elbows to knock people out. Are we serious?
One part he's right about is that they focus way. He is an angry black man. But then they're just like, but that's all he is. They're like, no, that's not all he is. Does he come off as that a lot? Yes, but the thing is, trust me, there was a player back in the day that was the actual angry black man. I can't remember his name. Draymond's just stupid. Like, if you really want to just he's more stupid than angry. Because half the shit.
Yeah, it's not even the fact that I think he's angry most of the time. I think he's intentionally doing it because he knows he can get away with it because he's black. And they're not going to punish him. He knows that. That's why he's doing it.
That plus the refs don't call third time.
And the refs and the Warriors coach, I forget his name sometimes. He's not going to do anything. Steve Kerr. He ain't doing anything. He probably endorses it. He probably tells him to do it.
Yeah, because he's their goon. He's their enforcer. He's their enforcer, but he's also a key part. That's the issue. Back in the day, enforcers used to be the motherfuckers that only played 12 minutes a whole season, but you put them in, knock this motherfucker out real quick.
Thank you.
Like, there's
people are gonna be like, show me where he said that. I will show you where he said it. Here, I'll show you right now where he said it. He said it in this interview right here. There's only 11 seconds. I'll play it right here for everyone who didn't know. Here you go, really quick.
Great family. And I'm great at basketball. I'm great at what I do. The agenda to try to keep making me look like an angry black man is crazy. I'm sick of it. It's ridiculous.
This is what you just want to take no accountability. You fucking watermelon warrior. You fucking chicken eater. God damn, I hate you. God, you're lucky you're good at dribbling. Text with definition of unaccountability.
It's sad that they don't look at the full picture. But at the same time, Draymond, you're the motherfucker out there always trying to choke. You look like
Jokic is posting up on him in a game. Jokic is posting up on him, and he literally pokes him in the eyes.
Yep.
There was one time he, I guess, did a dunk or something, or did a jumper shot. And the guy who was defending him got hit down, and the motherfucker, Draymond, puts his foot on his chest. I mean, do we not see all the times this guy fouled? I mean, to be fair, I let him get away with it during the Rockets game because the Rockets were really just on some.
That's the thing too. And then the part he missed out is he does come with angry black man, but like a lot of times, a lot of his shit is just like that whole shit through the goddamn Rockets is justified. Them motherfuckers was trying to kill y'all. That was justified. This shit,
like, and that's the thing. He's, oh my god, the fans said racial. Shut up.
No, they do. Yes. No, some of these fans in these areas, they do. They be saying some bullshit. Minnesota's like,
all the fans want to do in these games, at least if you're in the away team coming in, is they just want to throw you off your game. Like Luka did it the best from what I saw from what he did. He just said, I'm like, something about you're a pussy. I'm crying by millions of dollars, and it just made a 3 in that person's face. That's what you need to do. All you need to say is you're a fucking loser. You're watching me, not the other way around, and I'll make these 3s in front of your face. Draymond, did he not win like Defensive Player of the Year? I don't know why
he won one and he got robbed with 2. That's why anytime he got a chance to like punch Rudy Gobert in the back of the head, oh, he gonna do that. Motherfuckers don't like Rudy Gobert, and Rudy Gobert is the guy who just overrated, and you just look at him like all this motherfucker does is play defense. He's not even like spectacular at that. He just has.
I'm not kidding. Given how the media paints black people as the innocent victims all the time, they couldn't see like he literally could get away with anything.
That's
honestly.
a misconception. The whole issue is it depends on the context. Most black people get considered the villain most of the stories. Like the whole thing with Carmelo Anthony and that Austin kid. We don't know who was self-defense.
The black kid brought him out to the school, though. He wasn't supposed to even be there.
Allegedly, but then we don't know if the white kid went up to him. Because you like if it
that's what doesn't imply that he should lose his life, though.
But at the same time, we don't know what happened where it got to a situation where the kids because a knife in that state was considered a weapon that was feasible for him to have. That whole situation where they villainize black people. They do.
Most specifically, I agree.
Most of it's justified. Like, even Draymond is justified because all the shit he had. Motherfucker out here with kick LeBron. Like he cost his team a championship by kicking LeBron James in the nuts in 2016.
I remember that. Like, I do remember that.
Even though I don't think he should have suspended for that.
Look at how Caruso's guarding Jokic. Look at what he's doing. I'll play the audio. Look what he's doing. He's not hitting him. He's just shugging him off a little bit. That's not what Draymond Green does. Draymond Green straight up hits you. Like actually assaults you. You can't do that. It's literally against the rules.
But also, Caruso's like 6 inches shorter than Jokic. That means he can't do shit to him anyway. Like Draymond's about like 2 inches shorter.
I wouldn't fight Draymond Green. He would beat me.
To me, the most egregious ones was Draymond went for Sunday, he choked the shit out of Rudy Gobert. That's the most egregious one.
Because what he wants to do is he wants to be like, well, the fans called me mean names, as if that literally takes away the accountability of him literally assaulting people. I don't even know how those are even comparable. You assault people because people called you bad names. That means you're mentally unstable of a human being. That means you are not an adult. Like, how does anyone make that equivalent to each other good? I hate the NBA.
He might not be angry. He's definitely violent, though. He is violent.
If you're his wife, you're getting the 2-piece combo.
The thing is, he might not be overall angry, but that motherfucker is an aggressive, violent motherfucker.
Walter said, in the defense of Draymond, somebody called him an MSK. You can't let that slide when somebody calls you something so. What the fuck? All right, Walter's on some bullshit.
You know why he chucked Rudy Gobert real tall? That motherfucker.
Wait.
All those defensive championship, and then this motherfucker came out of nowhere, just took shit up just because. I was like, and no one stopped him. That mean motherfucker.
He was talking mad shit. To be fair, against the Rockets, the reason why I let it slide is because they were also playing some dirty defense too.
Oh no, the Rockets was on some bullshit, and then it turned out, and then I gotta find that fucking clip of Ime Udoka. I gotta find that clip. there was a clip of
What happened? Very good. There's one more thing that I want to bring up just a little bit before we go to league, because I know that there's some teams we have to easily destroy. Skip Bayless said something about LeBron. He said, Skip Bayless on LeBron James. Games 3 and 4 were another choke job by the man born without a clutch gene. LeBron James proves again and again to be the most overprotected superstar in sports history. He's definitely overprotected. LeBron gets probably criticized more than any player to have ever played it, honestly. I won't say overprotected, but he's definitely protected by anybody. LeBron, what he did recently was that he was like, it's a team game. You know, it's 5 people on the court. You know, it's like, dude, you called yourself the chosen one to carry games. Remember when he made those comments? Like he makes comments when he wins. That's like, I'm the man, I'm the best, I'm the greatest player, I'm the chosen one. And then when he loses, he's like, oh, well, it's a team game. Yeah, you know, it's 5 people on the court. My man AD, he asked for what we needed and he got traded. It's always someone else's fault, right? You fucking punk ass bitch. The fuck off my fucking my fucking team, you dirty stinking animal. Oh my God. It's always someone else's fault, right? When you score 7 points in a quarter. Yeah, it's definitely not your fault, right? Idiot. Fucking hell, man. All right. Talking about
real quick. Let me show you this thing from the Rockets. Yeah. I'll replay it.
James, you hate LeBron too much? No, I call out bullshit. That's what I do. That's not hate. That's noticing. And that's facts.
Right here.
You're good.
I'm gonna play this clip from
I think there you go.
I'm watching some old Pokemon matches.
A mic on or just didn't care. But what he said.
Can you get him volume?
Yeah, good. You're good.
Okay. That got a lot of Golden State fans mad.
Yo, hey, keep playing through the contact, physicality. Don't worry, they're not going to call anything. Play through it. Don't get caught up in that. Keep the turnovers low. Keep them out.
Yeah, he was telling motherfuckers they weren't calling anything either. That's the actual fucked up part about it. They weren't calling anything in that thing. That's why you got a Ben Thompson putting his goddamn elbow in the back of niggas' heads. You got motherfuckers out there stomping out Steph Curry. Dylan Brooks acting like a full hoe.
It was like Jalen Green was just in motherfuckers' literal faces.
Oh my God! And then this motherfucker Ime Udoka telling Steph Curry, "Stop acting like a bitch." And then Steph Curry looked at him, and then Steph Curry put that 40-piece or damn near 40-piece game 7
diving on the court trying to trip Curry. Oh my God!
Yeah, and then the shit with Jimmy Butler. That bullshit. Oh, see, this is why every team need that. Every team, Houston got. Like, every team needs one crash out player. Houston got about 6 of them crash out players. A crash out player is the motherfucker that goes on the court. Like the best one, Isaiah Stewart for the Detroit Pistons. That motherfucker will crash out on anybody on the opposite team. Houston got about 6 of them motherfuckers who are willing to fight a motherfucker at all. And all black too. That's the crazy part. All the crash outs on Houston are black. Yeah. The one white dude, but I don't think he really crashed it out. 2 of them light skins. I'm like, God, yeah, motherfuckers that play for the physicality. They're not gonna call anything, and then they weren't. That's why they motherfuckers got more aggressive until they started calling shit, and then it was just calling.
If any guys watch the Rockets Warriors series, they're just not calling out nothing.
Hell no.
Literally, the guy that was Jimmy Butler's making like a dunk or something. And then the other guy literally pushes the other guy into him.
Yep, it was great. No, yeah, the guy pushed Draymond into him, man.
And they blamed Draymond Green for that. And I was like, he didn't do anything. He at that moment, I would criticize him if he literally didn't do anything. He actually did nothing. He straight up didn't move at all. He didn't even move his body. And they're like, Draymond's fault. Why would Draymond injure his own teammate? I hate the NBA sometimes. Hopefully the Warriors can, I don't know, even if Steph Curry comes back, because the thing is, he's not practicing when he's out right now, is he? Can he? I don't think he can.
He can, but not really.
It might be one of those, like...
Ben Thompson was under him, and then he could have... I was like, man...
That's about bullshit.
Thank God the Rockets didn't advance. Thank the heavens. They just. All right, the OKC Denver series that a lot of people think is going to Game 7. All right, Game 1, Denver just was the better team. They played better offense, better defense. They were just genuinely strong that game. My only real criticism of the game is that basically after going to 7 games against the Clippers, they immediately had to play the other best of 7 series. To be fair, people haven't mentioned this, OKC had to do the same thing too. But OKC literally finished their game in 4. They like, I don't even think that's gonna. I don't know how people may make that equivalent. The Memphis series was over way before the Clippers won. Like Denver literally played 7 games against the Clippers, and then basically not even within like a day had like maybe half a day's rest, and then now they're starting the next one. So like
about a day and a half.
Yeah, because you still have to fly over there, jet lag and all that stuff. Did you really even get a day off? Honestly, like that's debatable, I guess.
Good thing. For
to be fair, that Game 7 against the Clippers ended pretty quickly, so they got a chance to go home early.
yeah, I'm about to say because it was in Denver. That's they were playing at home. That means they were good. They were playing at home. That means they got the rest. Yeah,
luckily they were playing at home, so it wasn't like that bad. And then Game 2, OKC comes out because the reason why I said that Denver would win the series because I didn't feel like not Denver. I didn't feel like Oakland got challenged by Memphis at all. I felt like they just kind of cakewalked them. Oklahoma, yeah, Jesus Christ, fucking names here. I'm old, guys. I didn't really feel like they got challenged in their first round, so I thought Clippers fighting against Denver as hard as they did make them a bit stronger or would make them a bit stronger as they go on. So that's why I picked Denver, honestly. I just had faith that Jokic would kind of pull it through. Game 2, he did not. He even said himself, he looks like the worst player on the court right now. He's just, I wouldn't say he's truly running it down, but he's played pretty bad. I will give him that. It's crazy. LeBron would never admit he's the worst player on the court. I would never hear him say that. Jason Tatum said he was the worst player on the court in a few of those Knicks games. He said, yeah, I'm the reason why we lost. just blatantly just put all the blame on himself. But it's okay. OKC definitely bounced back in Game 2. They just beat the shit out of them. And keep in mind, put the factor in, OKC team has not only great defense themselves, their shooters are not only just younger, but their shooters are just really, really good as well. And then Game 3, it went into overtime. Denver did manage to pull it through. Denver definitely look more sloppier in this series than they did against the Clippers, honestly. Against the Clippers, they were really, really precise. They were really aiming to do what they wanted to do. This series, it looks like they don't really know how to really take on Oakland when they have a lead. Tonight, or earlier today, they played the game 4. And then you could tell OKC really just had the game mostly. At one point, Denver kind of brought it back. Russell Westbrook and Aaron, they kind of brought it a little bit back for them. It's nice to have some players on Denver kind of pick up the slack if Jokic is running it down himself. But it's just not enough, though, because OKC shooters are better. So what happens when you have better shooters in OKC is just you got to get that benefit.
More rep, dude. Think about it. It ain't.
Also, OKC's bench is decent. Like, they can put the bench in if they want to. Denver's bench is
the deeper they got, you're younger, they got more rest because that Game 1, that 50 piece, them motherfuckers was sitting down after the end of the half.
And it's fate. Actual fate. He asked, you think the Knicks are going to pull it through, Chaz?
I hope so. But honestly, part of me wants to say yes. Part of me hope they just lose and get rid of Tom Thibodeau. I'm just sick of him just running his players through the fucking mud. Like,
even in one of the games, like, Denver have been really relying on Aaron Gordon for a lot of game winning plays. Like, I don't know if they can beat OKC. I had a good feeling they could win. It's 2-2 right now. I mean, anything could happen. Tonight really showed that if OKC gets a lead on them, they're pretty much just not going to be able to recover most of the time. Like, I don't know. Are you going to change your prediction? I forgot who you picked, honestly.
I said Denver at 7.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I mean, I'm not changing my prediction, but I'm just saying if OKC managed to win the next 3, I'm not surprised, honestly.
I said Denver is 7. I said Golden State is 6. I said Pacers is 6. I said Knicks is 7. But the Knicks, Celtic one's like that's the toughest one to call because I don't like, in my opinion.
Like Russell Westbrook, he played some really good defense against Shai tonight. You know, he blocked him pretty well. But like, if Jokic is not having good games, they just struggle so hard. You know, like a few other guys do pick up the slack. I'm not saying they don't, but it's just not enough. You know, they really do rely on him having really good games to really just pull it through most of the time. So, if OKC win the series, I'm not surprised. If it goes to Game 7, also not surprised. You know, but Denver looking mad sloppy in some of these games. These are not clean wins. These are not like blowouts either. They're just okay. Anything else you want to say about the playoffs before we head out?
Nah. Go Knicks, go. Hopefully,
go Knicks.
Why don't you guys get out of the Celtics' freaking stadium? You guys are overstaying, gloating.
I don't care, man. Like the Knicks winning even this much, I'm so happy about.
The Knicks winning in Boston was crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm so happy about it.
It felt like we were back in New York. I was like, okay, this shit's crazy.
It was crazy, dude. It was great, honestly. You guys look good. I don't think you guys are gonna win that because you guys don't look as on fire as you used to, but like who knows?
We looked the same for all 3 games. The issue is Boston actually hit shots. It comes down to Boston. Boston hit shots. They won. They don't. We're close.
Yeah, Brunson doesn't look nearly as efficient.
Yeah, because he rolled his ankle. His ankle's fucked.
Yeah, I know.
You know his ankle's fucked, right? Yeah.
I've heard things.
Also, you know what's crazy? For Jokic, he tries to always call the refs for fouls, even when he's not fouled.
Because some of these refs be missing blatant calls.
Like this one right here. This one,
fouls.
he's literally not fouled. This one right here, he tried to get the call foul for. Nothing happened to this guy. He just missed his shot. It was
so
this one right here. He's not touched. That's not a foul.
No. You know why? Because that would have been called in the regular season. That's the issue.
Yeah, I know he was trying to get the ref to call it a foul, but I think they didn't rule it a foul.
That's just how you have to. If you want to be an elite basketball player, you have to foul bait at this year. That's just unless you're like,
and the issue is the refs are not calling the same foul they did in the regular season.
Yep.
Yeah, the refs are just so inconsistent. Like
that's why James Harden falls off.
Well, James Harden's black and a choker. So.
Well, no, it's because his game is like he's a very efficient scorer, but he also is a foul baiter. That's a large portion of his thing. He loses a lot of points because he tries to bait for fouls that aren't going to get called in the playoffs. It's just unfortunate for him. Dude, I'm so happy with the Knicks.
Plus, he just been making all these bullshit ass shots and they don't go in.
Yeah.
And this goes all the way back to Houston. It's like, if you miss the 27 straight 3, wouldn't you just decide in your head to go shoot something else? That's like
Golden State crazy. At 8 minutes after missing every 3, Jason Tatum decided to himself he's going to do a dunk. You're like, you missed like 15 shots. You didn't think after like the 3rd one to do some jumpers, some simple shots, you know? But that's their team. They just live and die by threes. That's just they don't really know any other style beside that, you know.
Boston,
but that's how you play NBA now.
Boston built 2 brick houses with all the bricks they had in those first 2 games. Them motherfuckers had so many goddamn bricks just hitting. Like all Knicks gotta do, if they can win game 4, I think it's over. But then again, I have no idea.
I will say this: even if they don't win the series, at least make it competitive. That's all you can really ask for.
It's going at minimum 6 or no. If Celtics win tomorrow, it's going at minimum 6. That means this could go 7. If Tibbs does not adjust his play, I want him gone. If part of me wants the Knicks to lose, that they get him the fuck out of it. If they get to the Eastern Conference Finals, he gets a new contract. And I do not want Tibbs here any longer.
Tibbs?
No, he does not adjust. He does not adjust well. He does not adjust lineup. Good thing. One thing about Tibbs, he'll give players chances, but he gives them short leashes. I do like that about Tibbs. He Cameron Payne out here just jacking up three, getting the fuck out of here. A lot of these players are just, let me just get a quick three. It's like, no, stop going for these quick ass threes, and then you fucking miss. If you go and you hit a three with 18 seconds on the shot clock, I'll bet you for the rest of the half. I'm not
but the problem is that, like, if you have no way of adjusting, if your strategy is clearly not working, that's when it becomes a problem. They can still have their shooting three style. That's not the problem. It's like, you missed 15 shots in 8 minutes. You need to switch it up badly.
I was criticizing last year when they would do this, but they got bailed out because Dallas is such a shit team that got to the finals. Like, it was Luka and Kyrie to a certain degree.
Always got to leave it up to the white man. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big thing I love about the Celtics. Celtics are like arguably one of the best teams of all time, and that's frustrating because they don't have a star like that. They don't have a superstar. They have a star. Tatum is really good.
He's
been him and Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I'm just saying Tatum is the best player on the team, but he's not I don't think he's a superstar. I don't think he's on that level. He is one of the greatest stupid supporting cast that a star has ever seen, and he's not had the efficiency
what you
to show
envision
for it.
yourself to be sometimes. You want to be light skinned, so you can be technically like us to say the N-word.
I don't know about all that. But I think Jason Tatum's cool. I mean, he's good at defense. He's on both sides of the ball, but he's not as efficient on the off the ball. He's not as efficient as a playmaker. His shooting's not that great, and he's a great player though. I mean, I don't want to take away from him. The good thing about the Celtics is they are probably the best. If they're playing well, they're the best team in the league.
Yeah, the problem with the Knicks is that the Knicks just can't rely on them choking. Because if you have to rely on a team choking to win, that means you weren't the better team. But to be fair, if you do win the series, you can't help it. They choked away fucking 20-point leads. There's nothing you can do about that except capitalize on it too.
That is the biggest problem here, is that they are not the better team. So the big thing they have to do is either have some sort of like a Jalen Brunson go hot or something like that. That's their only chance.
Yep, yeah, or they gotta have Boston just miss shots and
don't expect
to get the rebounds and hit. And not just Jalen, it's gotta be the whole team. Because if it's just Jalen, he's gonna break down.
You know who will help Jalen Brunson? Bronny James. No, he wouldn't.
Stop hating on Bronny, dude.
I don't hate. I call it like I sees it.
It's because
I'm not a black person that says the word ax. I say ask. See, I'm a normal, regular human speaker.
See, right. I'm more on LeBron James because it's like you look at LeBron, it's like LeBron, you know he's not ready for the NBA, but
we knew that
him here.
No. I saw enough games to be like, no, you needed at least a few more years to be cooked up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody talk about Bronny.
He literally had a good game when they were already losing, and people were like, he made some good passes. It doesn't matter if the game was already over.
Efficiency doesn't matter. When you're efficient, it doesn't matter.
So you're saying Bronny's me. I'm efficient.
You're not efficient. You're not as good as Bronny.
Oh, shit.
I don't know how to tell you that.
Am I as black as Bronny? Do you want me to leak our DMs of what the names you used to call me back in the day?
Hey, shit.
You deserve that. You deserve all those.
Speaking of DMs, James, do you like Asian girls? Do you like Asian women?
Somewhat, yeah. I used to like them a lot, but I've kind of fallen a little less recently.
Which country of Asian women would you say you favor the most? Like, if you had to go to a country and find yourself a wife.
I've learned considering I went to Korea, I would say that's at the bottom of the list now.
Okay. All right.
Maybe another country. I don't know. I don't really know Asian countries all that much.
I'll probably feel it from Filipino. Them bitches is crazy.
No, Filipino girl would manhandle me, and I'm not ready for that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why you need to stay away. I'm not trying to get murdered in my sleep, but I'm good. About Chinese chick.
I mean, I don't really know. I don't really know all that much about Chinese culture, and I don't really want somebody who's like super nationalistic. So, like, probably not. Maybe if they don't care.
Americanized? You want someone?
I don't care about Americanized. I just don't like people who are like super, super, super like political and like obsessed with their country. I don't like white girls like that, and I feel like a lot of Chinese go run into that. But so it's not.
So
you ready?
I just want to go over.
One thing we know is MK doesn't like black girls. That's all we know.
Hell no. Deport them motherfuckers, not the Mexicans. That's okay. I'm just saying illegal immigrants bring more value to the America than black women do. Just joking. So, don't bring up much crime either. It's okay. All right. Too much. They gave me a layup, and I just dunk it. You know. Hey, I'm just like Jalen Brunson. I'm always going to be in there getting what I need to get done. That's how I do it. You know. All right, so I want to show you guys just game 1 of this 100 Thieves Shopify Rebellion game. This is by far one of the most low-quality games I have seen this year. I want to show you this level of bad. You have to look at this. They lost the series, obviously. 100 Thieves have been just weirdly – they're kind of like what Weibo is. They're just a weirdly inconsistent team. They'll have like really high highs. They'll have really low lows. But they're just an inconsistent team.
I would say
Shopify
has more experienced players, but my God, Shopify's bot lane is much worse than ours. But honestly, from this series, you wouldn't tell whose bot lane was worse. Like,
and what's also worse about this game is like Fudge, he had some sort of a lead over a sniper, but they literally never played around it. If Rumble is ahead, you play around Rumble because he just one-shots people.
Yeah.
And then the problem with Shopify Rebellion is Palafox is not a human. This is a subhuman fat fuck.
What happened to him, dude?
He peaked.
He just only had one good year.
What happened to Palafaker, dude?
He had 2022 and 2023. 2023, he peaked, mega peaked, got to top 8, and then
Honestly, he was so good at Worlds that year too. I was very impressed.
Yeah, and this is what I said about him then. Players like him will only play well in a small, confined period, but he's not overall good. Like, and this happens in the NBA, NFL, where a lot of people just tunnel on players when they have like peaks like that. Players like Palafox will only ever play well in a very small time period in their career, and they'll always, because this is who he really is. But when he was around, I would say more better players to kind of help him around the map, he looked better. So this game, good Lord. Things I saw in this game broke my brain. River lost every objective. Contracts now has the most, Contract is now tied with Smithy for steals on Barons. So I want to show you guys what happened in this game. So they're fighting, and then Sales decides to himself he's going to, look at that. What the fuck? This, first of all, this fight's already over.
Ayla, just like another LEC support, does not know how to get to the spot to protect his.
Look at what Sales does. This fight's already kind of over. He goes, he misses the hook. All right, cool. And look, he flashes in for just the stun. He's a stun.
That was FBI.
No, look at what, look at what Sales does.
Sales did was stupid, but he baited FBI to attack him, and then everybody else got on FBI.
And then he baited his whole team. Sales baited his entire team to die right there.
No, but then he also baited FBI, and that got their whole team killed as well.
I do want to point out Bavoy kind of overstats on Bavoy at the end. He could have just left.
The support literally killed himself.
Go back.
Oh,
how in the world do you blame the ADC?
The ADC, it was an even trade, and he went back in.
B-Boy can't be next to them. He has to stay away from them.
B-Boy went back in.
B-Boy is trying to. What is he doing? First of all, is escaping River. He needs to not be next to River. He was going to die.
Look at this. Look at Bavoy chasing here.
Yeah.
What is he doing? I'm not saying he's playing.
Yeah, I just want to know. I want to know. I want you to realize
what Sales
did right there.
This right here, FBI is all by himself, and then Contract sees that.
Literally, they were just at the Dragon, and Palafox is like, "I'm just gonna walk in with no vision."
Everybody falls for this. Everybody falls for this.
Issue is this.
They knew they were at Dragon. They just
everybody does
but
it.
The issue
is this. I hate you.
Why is Ayla so far off to the right? You got him right there. And you don't see where Contract just gets the easy kill out of ADC.
I just don't understand what FBI is doing.
No, FBI is doing in my position was correct. The issue is
FBI is just over positioning. He's just positioning too
if you
far
look at the
ahead.
previous fight before this one that I was talking about earlier,
Okay, yeah.
we had a position. Well, look, you have Nautilus flash in. Watch what happens. What FBI does at the end. I want you to see this. Sales
does.
Listen, literally, Sales makes this an even trade. By the way, it's an even trade.
Flashes in for an engage that they can't capitalize on.
They killed him.
How did they win the fight? What are you talking about?
But MSK,
they lost the fight afterwards.
But MSK, the point was to get FBI. And FBI, due to
and Griffith's whole team.
But
Griffith's whole team, they all died.
It is an even trade until Bavoy goes in, and not only that, they were up summoners because of that move. When Bavoy goes in, they were up summoners because he flashed in.
Yeah.
He flashed in.
Even if he kills the
killed him. He's dead.
The jungler is still full health, and the mid laner is not touched.
Yeah, but they won that fight either way. It doesn't really matter. The reason they lost afterwards.
FBI in that position didn't matter. Killing him was just killing like a bag of gold.
It's not even just that.
They lost the fight anyway.
They literally blew both of his summoners. They
didn't
traded
matter.
2 for
he
2.
Is useless. It doesn't matter what they do to FBI. He's completely useless.
It's 2 for 2. Until the move afterwards where Bavoy chases in the jungle, it is an even trade.
The jungler got 2 kills and the mid laner got a kill. How was that better for
It's because afterwards Bavoy chased in. That part's not on Seos.
Yeah, the ADC chasing in is stupid.
They were. It was actually a win in their book until Bavoy chased in because they had more gold. They blew more summoners.
If you play in my games and you give my jungler 2 kills and the mid laner another kill, I didn't win that fight. That's a horrible fight to have.
They got mid and ADC kills. That's overall more valuable. It doesn't matter if they killed the ADC. That has no value right now. No, I'm saying Bavoy and Palafox got a kill. They both got kills. That's more value.
That was mostly just because Bavoy just entered the fight.
I hate Bavoy so much. I'm not even gonna. I'm saying Bavoy and Palafox both got kills.
Yes.
This is literally. I want to say right now, this is some of the worst positioning I've ever seen out of 2 ADCs in my life. They're really both playing bad.
I almost off myself. So sorry about Rebellion. It needs the dragon because their comp would do better with dragons. What certain type of dragon than 100 Thieves?
Well, no, this is Elder. I mean, this is the 4th. This is Soul. This is 4%. Yeah, so this is going to be about 12% AD and AP. That's about like 25, 30% of an item that you can't ever get back.
So
this is
100
crazy.
Thieves, not 100 Thieves. Sharp Rebellion. They take the dragon. They win this fight. I don't know why Sharp Rebellion even challenged them in there. They didn't have the positioning.
Yeah.
I don't
well, they didn't want to give up Soul because it's over once they did, but they didn't position well enough to contest it. This is actually some absolutely atrocious gameplay.
This is the worst game of the year. This is if you watch this live, I pray for you.
I want to say that
Jazz and I said Sharp Rebellion, you'd be on the streets. This little game.
It's actually crazy because teams from 4 years ago wouldn't have made these mistakes in the NA.
And Palafox, like, what is he doing? Why would you not think they would jump on you, you fat fuck?
Dude, you
why are you so fat? Everyone, all of us would know that. Why would he position? Look at what I want us to watch what Palafox did there. They're all 5 up. He can't defend that.
Yeah, he's just trying not to lose immediately.
Yeah,
that's his only goal.
Fucking bitch. Good lord.
Look, the game is over. The game is over. He's just trying to see if he can get a pick, maybe, and that's it. Because like they're ending.
They can slow it down, but it didn't matter. None of the timers were coming up.
Yeah. The only way you can actually.
I need to show you one of the worst Baron takes I've ever seen from 100 Thieves. So after this fight, they win it. They get the dragon. They get the Otacon. I think they got the Otacon after this. I think they did. I could be wrong. So they're starting up Baron. Contracts walks up and then just smites it.
Yeah.
I shit you not. That's what happened. River lost every objective this series. 100 Thieves have the better positioning. They have the better vision.
But like the big problem there is they did not position well.
All you can do is Pantheon to steal a dragon in that spot is empowered Q and smite. All you can do.
Yeah. You can become invulnerable and delay how long. They should. So the big problem is they left a gap right there. So look at contracts just why. They have no one positioning.
Palafox did his only decent play. He did wall them off, but that just shouldn't even be like they know he's going to do that. It's all if you're that far behind us, Talia, you only have a wall.
Wait, I just want to point out he walled off. Wait, Talia just walled off his whole team. Only 100 Shopify Rebellions on Dragon side now.
Well, you need to bait that out. You need to bait. I mean,
I'm so confused. Palafox, that was a
like honestly.
Why are they even standing over there?
Like it's some of the worst. That's the worst Baron take I've seen all year. He just walked up and just stole it.
Yeah, I mean that's because they walled off the entire team.
They won the fight. That's you would never see this in the LCK. Okay, unless some DNFF they would do this. But that's the worst Baron take I've ever seen. He literally walked up in power Q, smited it.
I do want to. It was a 4v1 for Shopify Rebellion at that point, but I think the biggest problem is that they even let it get to that point.
And don't worry, there's worse. There's the Cloud9 versus Team Liquid Game 2.
Oh, you loved that, didn't you?
Oh, I didn't. Cloud9 have this thing where like they could easily stomp a team, and then they have games like that against Lion. They should have lost against Lion. There's no reason why they should have ever beaten Lion last week. They were like Blabberd's crackhead, straight up meth addict running through San Francisco, and then game 1, they ate out Umpty's ass the way I like it, fresh served soy sauce, and then in game. And then game 2, they can't even end the game. What? I don't even know. This is the worst. This is the worst region. If we send any team, Cloud9, Team Liquid, FlyQuest, God forbid, take my life 100 Thieves. If they go, pray for them.
It doesn't even matter who goes.
100 Thieves versus Gen G.
I think FlyQuest might be the only team that can actually do something.
I mean, yeah, but they're not going to do any.
Could you imagine Sniper versus Keen? Could you just imagine that? Just imagine that in your brain for just a second. That'd be horrible. You're gonna get graped. I feel bad for the little guy, but they're not going because their team is unbelievably inconsistent. So Team Liquid are actually kind of mostly winning this game. They played the map better. I mean,
how about APA versus Toby?
Come on, man. Why you gotta do them like that? Come on.
Canyon versus Umpy.
Canyon got ass scraped by Tien last year. Imagine what Canyon does to a person like that.
I'm gonna fuck all that. Did he got fucked by a 17-year-old from Flying Oysters?
Did he?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Remember when
he lost?
I misunderstood.
Yeah,
the way you phrased that.
Okay, I didn't mean it literally, but you remember.
Yeah, I misunderstood what you're saying.
Put their whole foot in Team Liquid.
This was the part of the game. So Team Liquid, granted to them, they played the map better this entire game. They were technically the stronger team. The problem with this right here is like they know Cloud9's doing Baron. We'll just walk up and end the game. They just go to the Nexus and hit it, or at least take the tower. The Cloud9 basically did like a Baron for Nexus trade. I don't even know how that even was to happen. Like, have your Yorick TP into their base and take it down.
But he's not getting. Well, I don't think he's going to be able to end
wards down. That's not wards down.
They don't have. They just barely got sighted Thanatos. That's why they couldn't. They didn't know where he was at.
Cloud9 basically say YOLO, and then he stole it. Fucking hell. Contracts walked up, empowered Q Pantheon, smited it. APA just zigzalted it. What?
Like at least
taking Baron.
At least Contracts was somewhat reasonable. This is trash.
Yeah.
This is really bad because you had your whole team in the pit. You get to decide when it goes down. Zig should never be. They don't even have vision, by the way. Zig should never be.
I think they do. They had.
Oh, does he have vision of this one?
I think.
Did they come back up? Come back up. Let me see.
Well, they lost vision.
They don't have. They have vision somewhat right here.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Like
they have a blue ward right there.
That's not in range. Oh no, Skarner walks up. That's embarrassing.
That's
wait
like,
a second. That was Zig's Q?
It was worse after this. Team Liquid lost the fight. You know what's crazy? After this, Team Liquid lost the fight. It's terrible.
Of course they did. They were weaker.
Yeah.
They were down by like 6K at this point.
About 5K. Yeah, about 5K goals.
Yeah,
Team Liquid played the map better.
Remember, it was a lot.
Team Liquid played the map better. Cloud9 trade their Nexus for a Baron, and then Team Liquid
Cloud9
them, steal the Baron.
Cloud9 was down 5K.
No, Cloud9 were down.
Oh, for some reason I always assumed Team Liquid was down. Were they up this time?
Yeah, they had 9 towers to 2.
Yeah,
Cloud9 was getting cooked.
Yeah, they only had 1 tower. They only had 2
it's because it's 40 minutes in and they have the better scaling team. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Lucian's not very good comparatively to this team.
Like
they have a bunch of poke and they don't have a good. Yeah.
So Team Liquid in game 2 play the map better. Cloud9 are so desperate they have to basically Baron for Nexus.
The biggest problem why Team
steals the Baron, and then Cloud9 win the.
Yeah, the biggest reason as to why Team Liquid is obligated to do better in the early game. This is the team fight. This is the team comp they picked.
And they have a Yorick with
they picked they picked a tower sieging. Well, yeah, but once you start falling behind, you can't do that anymore. That's the reason he's not doing it anymore.
And then Cloud9 do another Baron for Nexus trade. This one doesn't get stolen because, well, AP is not there. And then Thanatos doesn't, I mean, he can't really defend that. And then keep in mind, the inhibitors, I think, respawned. I think one of them respawned. So they couldn't take the Nexus, and they kept getting killed in their base. I don't even know what I was watching when I watched this. I was like, okay, game 1 went very, very well. Typical Cloud9 stomp game. This was just, people were calling this banger. Like, I don't know, if you consider this a banger game, you need your eyes checked.
People don't like good, well-played games, dude. They don't enjoy that. People don't enjoy those games.
Think about it, like when T1 beat what is it? That one time T1 beat Genji, it was like 12-10. It was like no one got killed for like 15 minutes. Ain't nobody trying to watch you just take objectives for 15 minutes. Motherfuckers, like, think about it, like, motherfuckers want to see, like, when it was, who was it today? It was Vitality versus SK, a first kill at 48 seconds. That's what motherfuckers want to see. Motherfuckers want to see some dumbass go for a jungle.
Full on fiestas.
League has switched from being a chess game to being a tic-tac-toe game.
Yeah,
that's kind of how the macro is switched.
The other thing here is, like, when I watch Karmine Corp play, they always protect Kalist. When I watch Team Liquid play, they never protect Yon in anything. He's just like, fuck, you're on an island, bitch.
Like, he's just not
protect yourself.
I don't know.
You know why? Because Yon could protect himself if he tries. He always ends up getting caught by next to somebody. They always go for him first. Kalist has to be the one that gets protected. Because he's not going to do anything by himself. He's going to get himself killed.
What's up, Savage Dad? I'm not cloud chasing. That's James.
That is me.
Good Lord. I thought you were baking pizza. I thought you were putting something in the oven and not your wife. God. I hate all of you guys.
He was baking
I don't know what you're trying to say. I'm very confused. Is that like a joke or something?
No. He actually was baking pizza earlier.
Okay. He was, yeah. Yeah, I thought he was fucking his wife, but tomato.
You know what my biggest problem with Cloud9 is the fact that they're not that good. It's a waste.
I will say this. I didn't have too much faith in Loki. I think Loki has improved. I think he has playing a little bit better, but it's just I don't know what to say.
What would you rank him in mid laners in an A?
I mean, he's top 4 by default, but like,
I'm just saying.
What competition do we have? Yeah, that's like literally you're the smartest kid in a bunch of retards. Does that really count?
Oh, shit.
You know, if I fight a bunch of midgets, they would consider me Mike Tyson. Just putting it out there.
No, if you were next to a bunch of midgets, they would consider you like Shaq. Like,
what? He thinks you chase Korean girls because you went to Korea.
Honestly, going to Korea made me not like Korean girls anymore.
Like everything. Think about it. Like Chris, like. Motherfucker, like in Rush Hour 2, motherfucker, the Asian people, because Chris Tucker's tall, he thought he was Kobe. Like that's how, like short motherfuckers will look at you and see you Kawhi Leonard, like Kawhi Leonard, like because you tall and they short. Like
who do you think they would mistake MSK as?
Kawhi Leonard.
Oh God,
you think they're gonna mistake this man as Kawhi Leonard?
Before we go,
if he had the
maybe Waka Flocka.
Yeah. Oh, this one. Why he always look like he's fried? Why that motherfucker always look like he's fried?
I want to show you guys something really quickly before we get into the G2 Karmine Corp game 3. This is as cringy. I was going to say this is as cringy as the Balls and Elimination Freak interview from back in the day.
Why it will never be as cringy. Always look like he's just smoked the loudest of weed. He just doesn't give a fuck.
I want you guys to hear this. Never interview this crack smoking NPC ever again. This awful jungler.
You're going to get first place in the group. If you win 2-1, you're going to get second place in the group. And if you lose, you'll be playing for an elimination match to even get into the local playoffs.
He cried.
How important is this match today for you guys?
Oh, yeah, he a crackhead.
Very important. Okay, fair enough. So going up against Inspired.
Forcing a bunch of nerds to talk to a mic.
League, maybe best player in the league. How do you prepare going up against him?
I don't know. I don't really care. It's the same as every other jungler.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he fried.
I can't even look anymore.
Oh, there's more. There's more.
I don't want to watch more of this.
No. Play the rest.
Look at this. Hear this.
Do you think that you have to worry about when you're going up against FlyQuest as a team compared to other junglers, other teams?
He farms the most out of every jungler, so you kind of need to not waste time, or he's gonna get really ahead.
So you used to actually be on FlyQuest. Does that give you more familiarity, with these players? Is that anything you kind of use to your advantage?
No, not really.
He just looking over.
Listen, they were nerds. This is not fair to them. You're putting them in an NBA situation, and they never talk to. They don't talk to people.
Tomo could
He's
talk.
uncomfortable. What?
Tomo could talk.
Who's Tomo?
Tomo's their ADC.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about somebody else for some reason.
Oh man, he thought he thought.
Oh,
get him, get 13, get everybody else.
Like Caps is kind of nerdy, but he can talk.
There's some people that can talk, but you're expecting a large majority of them are nerds. They've been spending their entire lives in playing video games and learning to play.
Smoking weirdo, but I'm just saying
you don't even get to talk like that. You
all right. How about what?
Sid had that crackhead edge, man. Like crackheads be scratching their chest for no reason.
Crackheads could socialize better than that guy.
Crackheads are some of the funniest motherfuckers. I want to touch on babysit my kids though. Hell no. Nah. Might sell my kids for 3 rocks.
I'm not getting baited with that one. I'm not getting baited with that. This is for you, black man.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh my god.
God. Like, I just and people wonder why no one wants to watch LTA. He has legit no personality.
No one wants to watch LTA because half these teams are ass. Not
I will say this, the only players of personality is Zen, Bwipo, and Inspired. But
and that's crazy because they're not
APA. He tries.
APA is an asshole. Whipple's is cringe, and then seems like the villain in some Bruce Willis movie in the 90s.
That's he does.
He looked like he's trying to take over the world one day at a time. Like Whipple looks like a fat version of Ben Savage from
because the problem with Whipple, it's not that what he's saying is. It's not that what Whipple's saying is not true. Like, what he's saying is true about the players. The problem is that he puts himself on a pedestal. It's like, dude, you ain't won. You were on that TL.
It's not even a pedestal. This motherfucker has done. He's done more than 90% of the players. The only player he hasn't done more than is Core JJ and Impact.
The only time he was ever super relevant was with Caps. He has not been insanely relevant.
But that's still more than about 90.
I'll say that FlyQuest series ignited his career. Because before that, he had nothing. I mean, he failed on that TL Super
team.
Team.
But we're talking about accolades here, and he has a lot more to just talk about.
But think about it. There's only 2 players that have more accolades in LCS, LTA than Whipple, and they're both on Team Liquid. Everybody else ain't got shit. You got Team Liquid got 2 world champions.
Yeah.
You have APA. Shit.
And then you got an APA.
Why are you hating on APA, man?
Ass pussy ass.
Do you even like watching the
he
NA?
Literally right now he's just playing for his KDA. That's all he's playing for right now. He's not actually playing the game. Well, speaking of a team that's, I don't know. Can they first of all, G2, please for the love of God, stop picking Mundo. Stop picking Mundo Jungle. It's not good.
Why the fuck did they pick Shen game 2? What the fuck? Their drafting has been shit this whole series. No, game 1 was good.
I understand the Warwick pick because Warwick has great sustain against Mbessa Shaniqua, as I call her.
Not the way these motherfuckers. and
okay, I'll say this. Like it's like we play Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, in theory, all this could work.
In theory, yes. But if Misfortune builds one shred item, one anti-tank or anti-tank or anti-heal, and Ambassador builds one.
Because the build now for Misfortune is what? Let there sir.
What is this? Why are these motherfuckers not banning out Misfortune? What is this Callista priority? What the fuck?
Callista is always going to be prioritized in pro play. It will always be prioritized.
Yeah. Hansama can play Callista okay, but I want you guys to see what Lebrov and Broken Blade just did.
First of all, I don't want Callista play anywhere where we got Lebrov as a support. You could
throw him in to die. You get rid of him. That's the positives to that.
You know what's crazy? No, he'll just do it himself. So Lebrov makes a play to go to the top lane because Targamas goes top lane, I think, in this play here. Yeah. So they left Hansama alone really quickly. So this is I don't know how this is this bad for G2. They're like 1-4 in the roadshow games. They're 1-4 against on the roadshow games. So Broken Blade and LeBron just jumps in. He gets stopped with the he gets stopped by Rakan. Then they try killing off Targamas. They don't kill him off, and then they try to greed for Kalist, even though they know, hey, we haven't seen Yike in a while.
Broken Blade
no!
Forces.
What are you doing?
That's Broken Blade's fault. He's the one that
the jungler in 2 minutes, and you just of course he's baiting you.
Yeah, Lebrov tried to run away too.
You gotta think about it. Yike knows all these guys' moves.
Oh yeah.
Look at Lebrov try and leave, and Broken Blade just kind of goes in anyways.
Yeah, right here, because this is what a lot of you new guys don't get. If you win trades like these, you don't have to kill them. You can get control of the wave. They have to back. You can also get control of the wave. You have more money than them. You back. You have your items.
You needed to kill one of them. One of them needed to go, though.
But they blew the summoner spell. You already had a win there. Targamas blew both his summoner spells, and he's level 5.
Broken Blade can't control the wave, unfortunately, because for some reason he first bought Tiamat. It's not bad. I mean, it's not horrible because that's what you do in a top lane situation. I just don't know what he's doing right here. They don't get much out of this.
So this thing, Karmic Corp threw Mbessa bot lane because with Warwick he can out-sustain her most of the time at that level. So it makes sense what Karmic Corp is doing. I have no idea why they thought he wouldn't be here. They haven't saw him. If you watch this live, guys, they didn't see him for 2 minutes. Why would Kalist not bait him?
After this, I just turned it off. I'm like,
I just don't understand why would a full health MF run up to a Warwick that's level 6? Why would she do that? She would get booty graped.
Listen,
and why would he willingly do that? That means you know you're going to get baited. That's the easiest definitional textbook way of baiting yourself. And I only masturbate on Tuesday.
Yeah, this is just stupid. Broken Blade literally was too bloodthirsty.
I saw that and I was like, this game's over. This is like literally if you played enough solo queue games. Why would an ADC that's level 5, no mana, walk up to the Warwick with almost full health and mana and challenge him? That doesn't make any sense at all. Unless the jungler's behind you.
Well, 90% of the time it's because the jungler's trash in solo queue. It's probably but
fair enough.
This is pro play. They shouldn't be falling for that. I agree with that. That is stupid of them.
Like Kalista didn't do anything special. People like, oh, Kalista, my French bread, mojito, latita.
Kalista is the worst part about KC. That's the sad part about it. Like
they protect him so much. They literally do everything they can to shield him. I will say, good fucking God, fuck French. God bless.
But also the opponents don't do any help by letting them get OP champions. They're like, why are you not banning out?
Would you eat Laura's ass after it's sweaty? Because I think I would. But I got no standards, honestly.
You're way too horny.
I do not like you.
You're way too horny. I'd rather go for Shocks, but you're way...
Shocks got a boyfriend. This is how you know Kalist ain't shit. Kalist, the most fed member on their team, just walked in a fog of war by himself, no vision, and then he just gets killed. Just look at what Kalist is doing. Why?
Do you know what's the craziest part? He used his E. He used his E to check, but he still died anyways. He was like,
how did he end up on their side of the map? How did this even happen?
Well, they were on. Yeah, I don't know what happened here.
His brain
saw the
fell
way it
out.
pushed-
Eating too much cock or something.
The problem is he already knew that they were on. They could be on top side because they just pushed the top wave, so it made no sense for him.
Broken Blade sidestep the Sejuani ult. Broken
I
Blade
still
doesn't have
think
his
players are
ult.
getting worse.
Yeah, man. What happened?
I think players are getting worse. This is genuinely worse than.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely are.
Yeah. And then they have this final team fight where they don't focus Kalist. They get a 0 ulted, and they just get ran down. Oh my god, what is this?
But I'm gonna tell you this: G2 lost in the draft. Once they gave over,
First of all,
Kalist,
I kept saying, why do they keep picking Mundo? I just don't get it. Mundo is a trash pick in the meta. There's way better champions to play than Mundo. Please stop picking this.
I just relevant.
I just want to point out.
Yeah.
Mundo has the highest damage in the game for no reason whatsoever because he scales so well. Well, it's because he's bad. That's different. This misunderstanding.
No, it's the same thing as remember when they had Yike and they kept giving him Belveth in key matches.
Yeah, but Belveth was like a pick, like a.
But they never won with it. They never won whenever they gave them Belveth.
It's not a good pick. Belveth was like a pocket pick that has a niche playstyle. Mundo is just strong. He's just a strong character. He has a very large amount of stats right now. Synergizes well with all of the items that are strong. That's why they keep picking him. They're just bad. That's just all it is. I mean, they're not good players. Everything looks worse when it's in the hands of somebody that doesn't know how to use it.
It's crazy how G2 gutted their team to make everyone stronger. It's like, I think he might have gutted
I was just
too
say
much.
the Baron play didn't matter. It's this one. They don't know where Kalist is, and because G2's comp, the reason why it's worse if people aren't watching is because G2's comp focuses primarily on picking people off. If they fight in a quadrant like this, 5v5, Karmian Corp's team will win. They should never have 5v5s. All you're focusing on is getting picks. And they just all ran in on their tanks. Fuck me. Just fuck me. Please.
Another thing is, they have Yone and they have Kalista. They have a lot of CC. So technically, if they engage first, they could do something. But if you get engaged first, the Zero's is going to push you off. That's the big problem they're having.
Yeah,
right there.
draft too. Draft had that issue too. If you want to play a comp like that, you need to ban out Azir, but they didn't ban out Azir.
Well, Azir actually gets countered by Yone because he can usually burst him before he can ult. But you have to be good at Azir.
No, the issue is you needed to ban out Misfortune. That's one of the three champions that have long range. Misfortune. They banned Varus. What you needed to do is you needed to focus your bans on Kalist. He's the weakest member of KC by far. It's not even close. It's not even close. Even Targamas, you never need to ban.
He's a whole ass ham. He doesn't count for shit.
You don't need to ban anything for him. Kana has too many champions he can play. You don't need to ban him. If you're going to ban champion, you're banning for two people, Vladdy and Kalist, the two weakest players on the team, in my opinion.
Damn,
you need to ban champions for them.
And my thing here is if they want to play a pick comp where you just pick people off and have great side lanes. Why did you let Mbessa go through? Mbessa will have way more damage and way more kill threat than Warwick later on in the game.
But that's kind of going to pick anybody to counter Warwick. That was the issue. You let Misfortune go through. I think after you let Azir go through, or I forgot how the draft went. I know they let one of them go back to back. And I was like, oh,
you want to see the draft? Okay, I'll bring it now.
I saw the draft and I was like, oh, fuck.
I saw Broken Blade on Warwick and I saw Mundo. Once I saw Mundo, I was like, it's GG.
I was still tilted seeing motherfucker.
Mundo has no CC. He's just a walking tank. That's all he does.
Yeah, but he does a lot of. The reason you do this is because if you get ahead early game, you're so many walking stats, they can't stop you because you're way too fast.
If you want to do playmaking better, they banned out Poppy. I would take Poppy in this.
Well, no, I'm saying
jungler, if Poppy jungle.
If what they're planning with is if G2 gets ahead, they have so many flat stats, so many flat healing and all these things, and so much movement speed. KC can't get back into the game because they're just getting ran down through turrets.
Okay, yeah, because they banned out Poppy. Series banned. They already played Jax. Okay, that's me. Yeah, that's whatever. Okay, that's me. They already have Varus played for. That's good.
Yeah,
but that game. Oh my god, that game too. I want LeBron arrested. I need him arrested. That motherfucker is.
Oh, that's the Brom game,
right? What specific play are you talking about?
Criminal. That
game. Game 2.
Here,
Oh,
I would say
my
this.
God.
Nothing is worse than what I saw UCal do against T1, where he was standing in the MF vault, willingly inting his whole team.
Oh, we got to bring that up. Bring that one up after. Oh, that shit was tilted.
I think T1 broke DK. They're done. They're finished.
No, UCal DRX.
Yeah, UCal. No, I'll speaking for both, honestly, but you're fine.
If you want to do the DK series after, we're going to talk about how DK is
You're
broken.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This is the game where
they banned Misfortune like they should have. You need to go back.
Yep.
They banned Warwick. They banned all the champions that got through game 3. You need to keep.
So they knew G2 was playing Warwick top in scrims. That's what you would ban that for.
Yep.
But then again,
you need to keep banning Misfortune. You let Gwen go through. That was all automatic. Yeah, no, you're fucked.
Yeah, they let Gwen go with Shen and Caitlyn and Braum.
With Neferi. They let Gwen and Neferi go.
Fucking hell. The Centaur champion, the Scumon's playing. Fucking hell. One that throws the balls.
Lilia
gets destroyed by Gwen. Their whole team gets ass raped by Gwen.
Dude, I don't know if you know. Lilia just outruns everybody. She's the fastest character in the game.
Certainly look like her, but
no. There was a patching where Gwen got faster.
Yeah, but Lilia is still ridiculous. The reason that Lilia doesn't,
but Lilia takes too long to scale up. That's the thing. Lilia is
they both take the reason that Lilia doesn't straight up kill her is because she has that little pocket where she can avoid becoming vulnerable. Yeah. So it's actually, you are right. She does counter her, but Gwen doesn't kill her because she's just not going to catch her
faster too.
Well, yeah, if she catches her, like if you're getting caught as Gwen, as Lilia, you're just not doing your job properly.
It's not just Gwen. It's also Neferi.
Yeah, Neferi's nuts. That shouldn't be.
Yeah, letting Neferi go.
Right,
the thing is, letting Neferi go and then and we're gonna get Lillian. It's like, why would you trade Lillian for Neferi?
You let Gwen and Neferi go with a Talia who could just wall you off, and then if you're on the wrong side of that wall, you're murdered, just like Mexico.
Oh, that's why what makes this comp worse is because not only are they taking Lillian and Shen, they let them have Talia. Talia's W just knocks them back.
And then Targamas was the goddamn. He's a ham. He's a bull. Motherfucker just rammed you.
Oh, this fight they had two knockups, and this was the one where Lebrov chose to re-engage this. I think he did. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
they're positioning like they're gonna No.
That's Hans Sama's fault.
No, I was gonna say, Hans, you just have to give up the turret. I don't know why they positionally.
I'm gonna say why this is both. But as a Braum, you have to know when your ADC is in trouble. LeBron is always 1 second too fucking late. But
I think his shield was down. That's why it was stupid for Hans Sama to stand up.
So all he had was just his W.
Just the W. Because you know what? I'll say it earlier. You know what? Hassan shouldn't have engaged anyway. But you know what this LeBron thing felt like in the movie Daredevil, where the bullseye throws Daredevil's cane, and Daredevil misses it, and it kills the guy who he was supposed to protect. That's what LeBron was. He was always 1 sec. He was fucking Daredevil, and he always kept missing. He played like he was blind because this motherfucker. Anytime he needed to be somewhere, he was always 1 or 2 seconds too late. If LeBron was to protect the president would be dead.
Well, the problem here is like if an ADC is aggressively positioning like he can do something with which they can't, they should just recall right here and give it up. They can't do anything. But Alistar popped ult, Callista's still here, and Callista's still have any of those summoners up too.
As Braum, I played a shit ton of Braum games.
Right here. Callista, Hans Sama is autoing the Alistar when his ult was still running.
That's not LeBron's fault, but
look at this. He autoed the Alistar 3 times when his ult was going off. What are you
Go back.
It's really quick. I can see what you're saying, but it's really hard to react to that.
The thing as a Braum, I'm never too far away from right there. See, right there.
He's not even putting up his W.
Hans Sama died on lost.
Why he He's still fighting. You think he's not leaving. You need to stay right there. As someone who plays 90% support, like if my ADCs, I'd rather die for my ADC than my ADC die.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
ADC is the president. You're the bodyguard. If the president gets dead, you have no job. And
I would say
all those Secret Service guys that let JFK get killed should have got fired that same day.
That is true. But
I'm just
I'll
saying,
agree with
if
that.
you let the president get killed, you don't go back on the plane back in DC. You get fired in Dallas, and you got to find a way back home.
This is my thing with the fight. First of all, if you're gonna do this as Caitlyn, he wasted 2 of the auto, so it's the third shot gets the fourth, or it's the fourth one has the crit one. He wasted 2 of them on Alistar's invincibility. He wasted. If you watch him auto attack, he wastes 2 of them on invincibility. 1, 2. What are you doing?
I'm not saying LeBron that like 100%. Yeah. I'm saying LeBron about 20%.
I would say it was probably 10% fight, because the big thing is that's really hard to react to. That was really quick. Yeah. He was in range for W. He just wasn't quick enough, because that's
he
fast.
Wasn't quick. He wasn't close enough too. If you know your AC, because you're on this map, you're right there. You know your AC is attacking. You don't need to be walking away towards the jungle.
He was trying to ward for Talia.
Sama was stupid for trying to keep fighting that.
Yeah,
he should have followed
my opinion, for me, if you're in that spot, if you're in that spot, you need to just give it up. You can't win it. It's 2v3. The ADC still has both summoner spells up. Like, you just have. They have. Well, I mean, the problem with the team is that they don't know when to give up anything. They don't know how to concede on objectives that they're not winning. It's just so many problems. I mean, I don't know how they can win with this. I mean,
the sad part is G2 might be the second best team to get. If G2 gets to MSI, they're fucking cooked. If I'm G2, I'll just give up.
Yeah, man, we have to send Fnatic. They're gonna
Fnatic get fucked too. But
to be honest, all our teams are. We're not gonna send one good team. They can't. Oh, I forgot. LTA can't send 2 from America. We have to send 1 from Brazil. Have to.
Do you want to watch some LTL Southgate? Those games are criminally
I'd rather
bad.
hang myself.
Those games are criminally bad.
Is that one Brazilian?
I don't think
Taco Lady?
I think people are over-exaggerating how bad LeBron is. That team is just overall bad.
Oh, no. They're bad. No. The issue with LeBron is it's the same thing with T1. He's coming to a situation where the person that he's replacing was better than him. That's the sad part. He's replacing someone that was obviously better. Just all around.
I mean, that guy sucked last year, though. He was pretty bad. What's his name?
Mickey X?
Mickey X. He wasn't that great last year.
Mickey X is bad, too. Mickey X is bad, but LeBron wasn't that much better on BDS.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm agreeing with that. I'm not, like, it wasn't the same extent as what's his name, because
the one thing... Yeah.
My problem is, like, if you're G2 and you give up like 2 of your best role players, giving up 1 is whatever, but they give up both of them.
Giving up Mickey X was I can't say that was the right move. Giving up Yike was 50-50. Because you knew Yike, wherever team Yike was going to was going to have someone that probably knew all your moves, and it was like, oh fuck. And now Yike had a chip on his shoulder. That's the thing about it. Like, Yike had a fucking chip on his shoulder. It's like, oh shit, okay.
Also,
I mean,
go ahead.
I don't think it's a huge deal. I mean, like, I don't think there wasn't much value you lost. I think the biggest problem is whoever was the shot caller last year is gone from G2. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it was Mickey X.
Oh, no, it was definitely Mickey X.
Well, if you listen to their comms now, it's mostly Skewmon and Broken Blade do it. I'm not kidding.
Skewball sounds nervous.
Broken Blade being a shot caller sounds horrible.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it was horrible last year, but Mickey X was like, oh, no, we need to do this. I find there's times where there was hesitation because it was Mickey X and Broken Blade didn't work. It was like, oh, okay. That's how you knew there was friction between them. There was friction between Yike and Caps. Like, Hasaba and Mickey X worked because Hasaba can just be the quiet one. But the issue is you can't have 2 quiet people in the room. Doesn't get said.
Because if you listen to the comms, Labrov is known to be he's even before joining G2, he's known to be a quiet person. Hansama is literally a quiet person.
They brought him on to be a shot caller, from what I heard at the beginning of the year. That was the reasoning. They needed a more. And
Mickey X wasn't the most known vocal person.
Yeah,
but
that's crazy. If Labrov isn't doing that job, then he's really brought nothing. Because he was supposed to bring that.
Yeah, but it's like if he's not as vocal as what they need him to be. Even when you watch those videos, those interactive videos where people that play games, LeBron's kind of quiet.
Yeah, Mickey X would talk Mickey X would talk like that anime character that only talks when it's needed. LeBron doesn't talk at all. Actually.
Like Mickey X is one of those guys who doesn't want to over talk it, but it's like same time he's always going to try to steer you in the right direction. He's always going to try to be the guy that's going to like the room up. LeBron's gonna be a motherfucker you don't even know is in the room. That's the part about it.
It's time for me to just have sex with Laurel and have sex with that taco chick on Twitter. So,
but real quick, bring up.
Oh, hey, white man, did you read the private chat?
I did not. What time?
I
work tomorrow at 8, so I'll be ready like 7:45 or something like that.
Real quick, bring up the T1 versus DRX, and then we'll real quick.
Oh, T1 versus DRX. Oh, okay, I just want to show. I just want to show what UCal did because I have to go to bed soon myself. I got to get up and work.
Yeah. And T1 versus DK. DK's broken. What DK got 2-0 by KT? I was like, oh yeah, no, they're sun's fried.
Yeah, if you lose to KT is an egregiously level bad.
You got 2-0 by
KT is one of the worst teams I've. Shit.
Yeah, KT's just weird. Like T1 already 2-0 twice. That's me. They gotta face them again. Telecom wars. There's no telecom wars. T1 4-0. There's no telecom.
Just look at what you. I want everyone to just see what UCal's doing. You can't win with this fucking fraud. Look at what this guy does. Just watch what only he's doing. This man is standing in the bullet time and then just kills himself.
Yep. I don't know what he was doing.
What are you doing?
Everyone said, "Oh, New York never had a chance in this game. Never had a chance in this series." As well as DK. Like, there's gonna be one of these teams. Like, between JG, Hollow Life, and T1, one of them not gonna make MSI. And the crazy part about it is it's not going to be a bad thing because it's more likely that LCK is going to win MSI. I think LCK is going to win everything again this year. It might be three different teams.
Has anyone watched the LPL? If you guys watch the LPL, God, Lord knows
LPL literally just.
If the LPL wins anything this year, it's because Korea. I'm saying right now, if the LPL wins anything this year, it's because Korea choked. They didn't win because of skill. There's no way. Absolutely no way.
Top Esports is your best team, and they're about to get blown out by one of the.
Imagine if anyone's legend with Tarzan went to MSI. Holy shit, that's so fucked.
Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Can they beat FPX? Them niggas just lost to FPX. Like FPX looks like some hot ass.
BLG, like with
BLG,
Way, they
get back on form now.
They took Beach one from Titties.
Yep.
RNG is so bad. They're done for the whole year. OMG's done for the whole year. They're just done for the whole year. They'll play any more time until January next year.
Yeah, they kind of sat away and put. Yeah, they sat away and put Baychon in. Baychon's real. What was it?
I never believed in the way move though. Team. I mean, I like that BLG team, but I never agreed with the way move. I know how Way plays. Way plays for RNG's like much longer. I've been watching
RNG's out for the year. RNG's about to be out for the year as well too.
JDG, they started out kind of cool. Winter, they look kind of cooked right now. I don't know what's going on.
7-5, they're the good. Devin, IG looks old. I'm sorry, them niggas look old. IG looks old. The Shy got it. Penta rookie looks like a rookie. The jungler, he's doing.
Why does IG baits me so hard? Like, you want to see that upside to them. The beginning of the split for IG looked so good. They look like a really good team, and then Mako's brain fell out.
IG's gonna be way up last year, and they're gonna make the motherfucking world. They're gonna knock out anyone's legend. Anyone's legend has all the upside, until they get to the playoffs. And
just
like,
don't send Weibo anymore. I'm so sick of seeing them. They're
no,
team.
Oh no, Weibo's cooked this year. Weibo's cooked this year. Tien had like Xiao.
Oh, they had to bench Chris because he was crispily running it down.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh no.
Chris was criminal.
Chris is done. Chris is done. He's
no more Krispy Kremes.
You guys are. What's up?
JDG's JDG. They got get rid of missing. He's living up to his name. Motherfucker.
I still can't believe he went into a playoff series. Missing went into a playoff series with a 0.4 KDA, which means that he didn't even like team fight with his team. Like, what is so unbelievable?
He kept fucking dying. That's what it was. He kept dying. That motherfucker was getting 3-shot at him. You got top Esports is gonna be the best team. They're the best team in LPL.
Don't watch any DNF game ever.
I mean, they're not that far ahead in first place though, technically.
For who?
No, Chris is on
top Esports is not that far ahead.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But don't forget, Chris is on top Esports now. Yeah, he got. He got.
I guess you know what's crazy. You might as well just give Mako because he's running it down so hard. Just give him to like BLG. Just make all the parity in the league. Well, I need to go finish watching some of these games to talk about them on Thursday as well. Don't watch any SK Gaming game. Those games are just.
Oh my god, SK just got 50. Oh my god, what Vitaly did to the day was.
You know what's crazy? How Nemesis thinks they won't be a 9th to 10th place team. I'm just saying right now, the Reeker, who had just a little bit of LEC time, went and beat people in the ERLs. Gen X, that fat fuck.
Oh, Gen X,
mid laner.
Absolute dog shit. He was
Gen X was a mid laner, world swapped, went back down the ERLs, won all the ERLs mostly, or did very well. And then SK Gaming guys with those 2 ERL winners are 9th, 10th place.
It's because Gen X has been bad for 40 years, dude.
But like, you gotta realize, pretend. MSK, I made this comparison. Some players are good in the minor leagues, but they're not good in the major league. You got to realize.
And the thing with Lost Ratonis, and the thing with Lost Ratonis is like they have Baus and Veas.
I love Baus.
The thing is, if Gen X is beating up on ERL top laners, what would he do to Baus? I mean, Gen X isn't even good. Gen X is bad.
Baus isn't literally as bad as you're making him out to be.
I'm being honest here. If they were in the LEC, they would be 9th, 10th. There's no doubt in my mind.
I'm sure, but like Baus is literally a top player in the LEC.
In the ERLs.
I mean, in the entire solo queue. He's a top player.
Yeah, I don't think his style would work very well.
He's honestly, if you go by macro, he's way better than anybody you'll see in the LEC top laners. It's his micro, it's his mechanics that hold him back. He's a very smart player.
But this is only against ERL teams.
No, he's smart. That's ignoring everybody. I did not hear about anything about that WZ. He's literally a good a macro player. It would work on the LEC because at the end of the day, LEC players do not have good macro. They don't have good macro. They would get ran around the map, but they would kill him easier because they're mechanically better. That's the big thing.
The problem is, I don't think he could survive in the LEC long enough because he himself would get gapped by a lot of the players here.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I'm not just saying that's not going to happen. I'm just saying.
Not even just him. The jungler would do him against a lot of these guys. They're not even good, but him against like Shio or Razork or Yaik or even to some lesser extent Skewmond. Like, remember, Reckless wasn't even a decent ADC the last time he played in the LEC. He had to role swap to support because he knew he wasn't shit.
I mean, and he's still playing support. So
yeah, and Crowny, I mean, Crowny was the only player on their team that has made a finals the last time they were in the LEC, which was in 2023.
I don't think that the team is. I think the team would be competitive at the bottom. They would be able to beat some of the worst teams, and that's what I think they would do. Would they be? The big thing is whether or not Boss improves mechanically to be able to compete. Because that's the big factor.
Thing that people aren't asking is like they think they'll just. Do you think they'll be a team that's stagnant, or do you think they'll actually improve with time?
They've improved since throughout the year. They've been improving. So I actually do think they are a lot better than when they started out with. They're a lot more cleaner, and they have a very good coach what's his name? With Casual.
Mhm.
So that helps out a lot. Casual being involved in this team is a huge deal.
I think in the
This is a
ERL
really
they're
good
good,
coach.
but if they ever get promoted to the LEC, they're gonna have to do what KC did and swap out like 80% of their team.
We'll see. Their identity right now is literally playing around Boss's macro, and that's kind of how they play the game. They play around all these specific ideas, and if they want, like, I think if he mechanically improves, he's going to be a better version of like 2022. I think Adam. 2022 was it 2022?
Yeah,
where he went
my
crazy?
thing is like I just don't see a world that play style just doesn't get figured out.
You can't figure that out. You're really underestimating how good of a mindset he has. He's not just running down a lane. Everything he does results in 1,000 gold. He doesn't make mistakes that lose them gold.
You know what I'm saying?
Ever.
How is his style any different from like a one tricks?
There's no one trick. He can do that on any character. His way. There's never been. I'm going to be honest. There's never been a split pusher with as much awareness as he is currently, and I'll put that for everybody.
We've seen. It's not that his style wouldn't work. It's like, when will it get figured out? And if it gets shut down, does he have any fallbacks to it?
Until they nerf it, it will never be figured out because there's no solution to it. I'll be honest with you. If you draw pressure towards him in the bot lane, you lose out on objective pressure and you lose out on gold because he's always going to amount to more gold than he's worth. That's what he does every time, and that's why he does it.
And then
if
the
you
last thing would
ignore
be
him, he takes more gold than you because he always wins those. The problem is when it comes down to his if this mindset was on like Keen would be the greatest player of all time. Keen would be the greatest. If somebody with better mechanics than him, anybody. A player with good mechanics.
I just don't see that working on players that aren't ERL level.
What is he doing they can stop? Tell me. There's nothing they can.
Because the problem that he's doing, he's just basically playing an inting Scion strategy.
No, he's not just inting Scion. What he's doing is generating wave pressure, obstructing jungle pressure.
The problem is we've seen that kind of style.
We've never seen. It's never been somebody of his play at all. I promise you.
Because the only way his strategy works is if you're ahead.
No. He literally does it at any point in the game. He is generating enough. If you kill him, you gain no gold because they gained as much gold as you took.
Yes, but that means that he, on average, puts his team in 4v5 situations too.
No, they're always getting object. He only does these the times they do this. They get objectives around the map on the other side for free. Yeah, every single time. And they usually take because he can delay it most of the time because of his build pathings. He can delay it to the point where they also take a turret plating or contest the one on the other side of the map. His playstyle is not the problem. He's at a very good problem. He's not mechanically gifted enough to compete in the LEC.
Well, and the other thing that boils down to this is like, is there more value being a streamer team like they are than being in the LEC? Actually, that's the other big thing.
They can still be a streamer team and be in the LEC. The big thing is this generates a lot of publicity, so I do think they're gonna at least be given a shot. That's gonna be the big thing.
They have to pay like millions of dollars to get in the LEC, and it's like KJ already said he doesn't want to do that. So
no, LEC is going to take a shot with them because they are valuable. They're a valuable commodity. It might increase the amount of slots just for them.
And because this is the thing, their team right now, that org, if you want to even call it that, solely relies on the names. If you get to the LEC, I would imagine it goes what Carmine Corp did. Hey, after like a 1 or 2 bad splits, we have to change the roster if it's not going well.
Maybe, but I'm just saying right now they're not nearly as bad as people expect them, but not nearly as good as some people say. Like some people are like, they're gonna come in here and wipe the floor, and that's crazy.
I think the ERLs are a bad misrepresentation because the players right now that are in the LEC were in the ERLs, and they are nice.
But when you're good enough,
that's the minor league,
tell how good somebody is.
No, yeah, but like the problem here is like the players that are in the LEC right now, like Genax and Reeker and a few of those other guys, like even Paris, he was in the ERLs. He's not anything special, you know?
Yeah, but I'm just saying you can always tell how good of a player is. It doesn't depend on who they're. I can always tell how good of a player is regardless of who they're playing against.
Like me, I'm like rank 1 solo queue top tier, obviously.
Reckless, Brownie, that's not a bad team.
Are you gonna come put it inside me on Tuesday?
Sure. You can say it a little differently than that, but
that's what I'm going to title the stream setup. I had a white guy come over and put it in me.
Well, then you're not going to have a white guy in your house at all. You title it that way.
I thought you were fun.
Yeah, I don't want to be that kind of fun.
God. All right, so I'm gonna see you in the morning.
Sure. I got no other choice.
Even that out of context sounds cringe. I'm gonna see you in the morning. What the fuck you mean by
I'm
that?
gonna see you. I'm about to see you tonight, Chaz. How about that?
Nah, no. Nah, you go see MSK tonight. You gonna be at your door.
I'm trying to get jerked the fuck off.
Like Amber, you go have cheese.
Maybe I'll just shit in his bed or something like Amber Heard did. I don't know.
Amber Heard, that nasty bitch.
I don't like.
I mean, if she's shitting in her bed, that means her butthole opened up good.
You got actual problems, dude.
Dude, can you blame me?
Yes.
Yeah.
If
when my dog, no, listen. When my dog poops in my lawn, I'm not like, oh my god, my dog is a butt.
That's because you're not into animals. That is not.
Are you into Heard's poop? Is that what you're saying to us right now?
No, I'm saying she probably had a butt plug. Her butthole probably leaky as fuck.
See, like you watch too much porn. That's what I'm getting from this conversation.
Right?
Just because you said these words. Like, what is the butt plug even involved in here?
If you dig her out, she already cleaned herself out. She's not digging out anything.
Do you think a butt plug clips? Do you think a butt plug cleans you out? What do you think it is?
Just depends.
You've heard of this, and you're like, yeah, I've watched a lot of porn.
You know what a butt plug is for?
No, I know. It's just like, imagine if she already blew her butthole out shitting on his bed. You dip your fingers in, you smell it, you see what it smell like. You know, I'm just saying.
You can smell it when it comes out because it goes.
Like,
it goes.
Remember we talked about people being put in jail for what they think?
Yeah,
I think I might agree with you now. You need to be in jail. You need to be put in some sort of handcuffs.
Like mental asylum. Like you need to be put next to like motherfucker, like the Joker or something. Just
honestly.
I'm clipping that out of context.
I don't even know what I said to clip out of context, so I have no idea what's going on here.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on, how you look at it or how it comes out.
Look at it. Prison. What is going on? What's happening here?
Oh, shit.
Prison.
Oh, God. But, yeah, hey, white man, are you working on anything that you would like to let the audience know about? You're gonna be an acclaimed author. Oh damn!
I am gonna be acclaimed author. Same stuff as usual. I posted a new chapter. Pretty much it. All I've been doing recently.
I'm just saying right now, if that darn kid wasn't married, I'd be spitting Riz. Just saying it right now.
Is she married? I didn't even know she was.
Allegedly in Minecraft, I would do that. I respect women.
You don't.
I don't. But damn, I would eat her ass out clean. Fuck. But yeah, I got a hand job from Amaranth when I was in Las Vegas, and then she put her mouth on my
W talking about you going crazy on Amaranth for some reason. I don't know what happened there.
Kideth, where's your wife beater better than you? That's kind of hot. That's kind of great.
Stop being horny. You need to jerk off before sure.
I'm not horny. I'm literally. You know how some guys can talk about like sex and not be horny? That's me.
That's literally, you say it in the weirdest way. It's only could be horny. You're not like, I wish wife beater at MSK era. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened to that either, but you don't talk about sex like an art form. You talk about, like, what if I just put my tongue in her butt? And no,
I've had
you're not respecting anything. That's called hiring a prostitute. That's what that is.
Oh,
so I believe you.
I mean, I could go watch Iggy Azalea right now.
I don't know what that means. Is she on OnlyFans or something?
She's a Rumble.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
No one actually said I'm gonna go watch Iggy Azalea. Like
Iggy Azalea.
She does have an OnlyFans. I don't subscribe to that.
I refuse to believe that. I know you subscribe to that. You're a big time OnlyFans consumer, aren't you?
I don't watch her OnlyFans. I'm not a weirdo. I'm not a loser.
Okay.
What is that? What was that tone of voice you guys gave me?
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't want to have sex with Lennon. Lennon's retarded.
No, he said MSK talks about sex like Chaz talks about Lennon.
My thing is like Lennon's brain is like dirt and tumbleweeds.
I got a better chance of getting sex with Lennon than MSK has getting sex, period.
I would just say
honestly,
Carla just wanted to get a snap on and blow James's back out. Just saying.
Dude, that is the weird. You have a wiener, dude. You don't need a strap on for that. Unless you don't think
Carla
you got
wanted to wear one and blow you.
Carla?
Yes. No, I'm obviously lying, but like, come on.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm very confused.
But yeah, had an interesting day at work. Got a ride from a white man. He jerked me off and he brought me Chinese food, and then I came home and talked to a black man.
Yep.
All right. Any predictions for the NBA before we head out?
Predictions?
No.
Cavs will go down in 5 games.
I have no faith in the Cavs. It's
I got a weird feeling somebody between the Knicks and Celtics, one of them's going to lose the 6th game. I have no idea who though. I have a weird feeling.
I'm not changing my Nuggets prediction, but if OKC,
I got Nuggets. I still got Nuggets at 7. If Steph Curry doesn't, if Golden State goes down 3-1, they're done in 5. I have no faith in them winning without Steph Curry.
Well, he's going to come back in game 5 or 6. That's my understanding. So he might be back right when they go down.
Okay, real quick before we head out, I got this. If you were on a plane, where would you want to sit? Someone got mad because I chose a specific seat.
Oh, let's see.
If you were on...
Oh, this is WNBA players or sports players?
Yeah.
Let me see where I would sit.
Do you want to guess what number I chose?
I think I could guess. Give me a few seconds.
I'm saying 8.
Did you say 7?
I'm saying 8.
Who do you think I said, James?
7?
Nah.
What'd you choose?
I chose 8 as well.
Yeah, I thought so.
I said either 8
or 6.
I said 8 or no. The reason why I would not sit between Myanmar and Paige because they're going to talk about UConn all the time, and I would not be pissed about it, but I would get bored of it.
Oh, I wouldn't. I would just fall asleep because when women talk, I just don't listen, honestly.
So. Like me sitting next to 2 pretty white girls, that's one engaged and one the freak. That's me. And what I can do is I can talk to Cameron about stuff and Hollywood and fashion. And,
I'd be fine with 9.
Flirt up, and then I can try to flirt with Sophie. The seats I would not sit near is 1. I am not sitting in between Shanity and I forgot the girl's name.
Wait, does 9 have Angel Reese? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
People were choosing 9. People were choosing 9. I'm like, I am not sitting next to Angel Reese.
Yeah,
I'm not sitting on 10.
What's wrong with Angel Reese?
Angel Reese is annoying.
She's attractive, dude.
She's black.
No, it's all good till you stop talking. You're like, oh, fuck me. Okay, where's the parachute? I'm jumping off the plane. Fuck this. Nah, I'm going. I'm jumping off the plane. Fuck that. She's cool, but my God, she just be talking about some dumb shit sometimes. I want to sit next to 10 because of Diana Taurasi just bored me with whatever she's talking. I would do 5 if Skylar Diggins was still single. I'm not sitting next to Asia Wilson. I'm not doing 4 because they're going to try to talk to me. Oh, we're better than men in basketball. Shut the fuck up. No.
I'm just saying right now, Bronny James clears the whole league.
I'll tell you right now.
You got obsession with Bronny James.
No,
I think you'd sleep with him if you got the chance.
If you could get Bronny James and Caitlin Clark to verse each other, I would love that.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I would not. I will only do 8 because that'd be the only one that wouldn't even want to talk about basketball. The other one might either talk about basketball, their boyfriends, or sports. Because if I sit next to Aja Wilson, she's like, I could beat who in basketball. First of all, Brittany Griner, the tallest person in the NBA, could be Boogie Cousins on one leg. Boogie Cousins had a broken leg and still beat her in a one-on-one competition. You can't say shit to me about men versus professional women versus professional men. A regular dude will get more who doesn't play basketball at a high level will get beat by a WNBA player. But you're talking about, I could beat a guy in the NBA. Bitch, are you high? Brittany Griner, the tallest player.
Oh, and now she might be getting in trouble for betting on her games.
No shit. She was doing that before she went to Russia. That's why they shipped her to Russia and told her to go play over there for
less animals over here in America.
I'm not gonna lie. Her getting traded for that Russian deal, that was some dumb shit.
Russian arms, good lord.
Not even because of his dad, because they publicized it. It's like, oh, she's more important than a no. First of all, Brittany Griner ain't been good at like 2 years prior to her going to Russia. That's me. Y'all can get out of here with that bullshit.
Before we head out, a white man, when do you have your next chapter of your book dropping so people can check that out?
I'll probably. I mean, I just released one yesterday or today, technically.
Okay. So you're gonna release a chapter every week?
I've done that every week for the past month or so. I'm like 31 chapters in, but I'm probably just gonna release another one tomorrow too, just to try and gain more attraction.
WD. I'm not fucking no old busted up white girl.
Yeah, you are, Chaz.
No, I'm not.
A 60-year-old white lady, I do it.
Nah, that's you. I'm not.
If she's sucking down to your balls,
if she's 50 and pretty looking, yes.
You don't have to look at her face. You can put a bag over her head.
Nah.
Well, Chaz, do you have any content that's coming out, or are you just taking a break still?
I'm just living life, man. I'm just playing Pokemon.
Yep, Pokemon is for losers. So,
motherfucker, you play Yu-Gi-Oh, man.
That's for Chaz. Fun. Non-smelly people. Non-smelly.
No, Yu-Gi-Oh got all the smelly players. The fuck? I was at a Yu-Gi-Oh locals recently. Man, that shit smell like straight ass crack. That and Magic stinks too. Y'all some stink motherfuckers in Magic, man.
They don't take showers. They're not serious people. Yu-Gi-Oh players are not serious people.
Them and Magic players are not serious. I can't take that motherfucker.
You don't believe in showering? I need you to be away from me.
No, y'all motherfuckers don't believe in deodorant. That's what it is. Some of these motherfuckers shower, but then they don't deodorant. Like, put deodorant on it.
Chaz needs to turn his camera on. James can keep his pants off. Interesting. So, tomorrow we're gonna have the MSK show, 7 p.m. PST.
Chick in high school, yo. What the? Yo, I almost fucked some crazy chick in high school. What the fuck? Oh my god, man!
Going on?
I'm just saying, man. No, I'm on Facebook. I'm like, damn, all these people I went to school with are having kids, and I was like, and then I was like, Chad, did you ever find out that girl that you messed around with, and that kid was yours? Like, no, that kid's not mine. Thank God. I was like, I'm not saying thank God the kid's not mine. No, actually, I am saying that.
Jess, what are you talking about?
I'm just talking about.
I don't know what's happening.
No,
I'm just saying Anthony Edwards didn't want to be a dad either because, typical black men don't want to be dads.
Okay, no. Okay, no. Okay, there were some girls I could have hooked up with in high school, and I kind of made sometimes you FOMO on purpose that girl doesn't want to go out with you, or like, yeah.
I don't get it.
Chaz, what's going on? What's going on with you?
What happened to you, man?
I'm just saying, man, shit's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Before we even had the show, I think it was Thursday, this man was like, yo, dude, I had this girl just sucking on my balls and had my whole dick in the mouth. Before we even had the show live, I was like, what? Who the fuck starts a conversation off like that?
You talking about
that? First of all,
no. Fuck off. No, fuck all
the first thing he told me.
No, MSK. You be telling me shit. Oh, Carl just ate my ass. I'm like, okay.
But I usually say, hey, how's your day going first?
You say that. You said that after. Oh yeah, how's your day going?
This man gets in my car and he's like, yeah, we just need to kill all black people.
Okay, the whole conspiracy.
I was like, what's going on?
Okay, WD. The whole story. I did a story, and then someone who knew me watched it, and I had to take it down because I was telling some shit. I didn't realize one of the stories I was telling because I did it on one of my streams, and I was going to chop it up, and then put it on the video. One of them I didn't realize was still an active situation. One of the shootings that I almost, I left the club, I left the party early because I don't like hanging around, N-words after 10 p.m. Motherfucker got dreads and smell like weed. I didn't realize that was still active. That someone who got murked that night. I didn't realize it was still active. Motherfucker, it been 15. No, at that time it was
13 years. I'm like, how's that shit still active? Because yeah. The WD. Okay, the conspiracy podcast. This is what happened. The person who I was supposed to do it with, they don't even do YouTube anymore. That's me. So I have to do it on my own channel. I'm not on the run. I didn't do anything wrong. I was telling them about a story about how my black ass almost got shot and I avoided a drive-by.
What's going on?
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm just trying to give these guys
some context. I get it. I've never seen you this energetic in my life, to be honest, Jazz.
Well, just before we need to head out in a little bit.
Yeah, because I gotta go to work.
I have to go to, as a black man, I do work on like the other hood rats that don't do that actually.
Yeah, talk about hood rats. Them motherfuckers.
No, we're fine. It's okay. We're good. We're good.
Them motherfuckers decided to shoot up a party because they didn't get invited.
What?
Who shoots up a party because you didn't get invited? That's a nigga shit.
No.
Hey, man,
they felt disrespected.
You're gonna shoot up a party. Let's be honest. Are you gonna shoot up a party because you were invited? I don't think so. That's a good reason to me.
Motherfuckers would shoot up a party they got invited to just because, I saw one of my ops there. This is why I don't like hanging around niggas. If you got dreads, you got a shiesty on, or you smoke weed, I don't want to be around you.
I don't want to be around no watermelon connoisseurs.
This man's got a line on his desk right now. What is going on?
I'm good. If I'm around watermelon connoisseurs or chicken eaters, I know some shit about the breakdown. Maybe the Klan really wasn't that wrong, if we're being honest here.
Y'all are racist.
No, the Klan was wrong because the Klan's stupid as hell.
Like, black people need to be controlled, in my opinion.
This is
all right.
I can't be here.
All right. So James has a new chapter of his book coming out. He's 32 chapters deep, like he was deep in my ass last night. Check the
Yes.
What the
check
fuck
out.
MK gonna say some such shit. Talk about
Have you never been 32 chapters deep in a bitch?
But James is deep in you, MSK? What the fuck?
That sounds kind of gay, for being honest here.
Nigga, you just said that.
Who starts a conversation? You started a conversation off last Thursday with I had this chick's dick in my mouth and my whole balls in her mouth too. What? I just turned on my headset.
What?
Then you said you were thinking about her mom when she was blowing you.
Yeah, shit. The mom's better looking. What the fuck? I
hate you.
You ever think about me, Chess?
All right. Okay. So, you both need to be put in homes.
Y'all have been going off about black people for like the last 20 minutes. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, if I'm on the flight, I'm standing next to the two white girls who are pretty.
I value illegal immigrants more than black people doing more jobs in my opinion. But
Grace.
Well, as you guys know, for myself, the MSK show is tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to. No, I had my dick in a chick's mouth. I don't know what MSK said that shit all backwards.
No, I did not say that.
You did say
that.
Said that's how you.
I said I turned on my headset and he said he had his dick in her mouth. And
that is balls. Not. You didn't.
That's
say
not
that
how he said it.
I just let it go.
But. Yeah, I was like, this thing wild.
You know? Oh, I got in trouble for a trans woman tweet on Twitter.
I bet you did.
I saw that shit. I was like,
I'm just saying though. I spoke.
Let me see the tweet. Where's the tweet? Link it to me.
I'll show you right now. Oh, I blocked every single retard that replied to me. Everybody got blocked.
Black mom, but white J Biddy head. What does that even mean?
WC, did you have a stroke?
What is going on? Well, y'all need to stop talking about me. I feel sexualized on this stream. What's going on?
I had a few people going on. One sec. I'm gonna really quickly. We're not going over this tweet. I'm just gonna link in the private chat.
Yeah,
that's fine. Oh, you're not allowed to show it.
I mean, I could, but I'm so tired. I need to go to sleep.
Oh yeah. My fault. I just want to see what you did.
I'm just. Oh my goodness! No one wants to. Man, if you guys knew what I knew, you guys would be like, "Wow."
About what?
Stuff.
You don't got Chaz, think about.
I'm a very important person.
I don't know about all that.
Keep in mind, I set this to a black person who literally has no neck. So,
oh shit,
motherfucker ain't got no neck talking to me.
You said you like what does that even mean?
I have more views on my tweet than he does for his than the one that made the tweet itself.
Doesn't mean you got
I'm the king of trash talk. If you trash talk me, I will destroy you. I'm coming for you.
No one even talked about you. You weren't even in this, were you?
No.
You just involved yourself.
Oh yeah, this no neck disgusting chameleon this watermelon eater started talking shit, and I was like, "Who the fuck are you,
dude? You gotta calm down, you freak."
I don't like these chimpanzees out here talking this dirty. What the fuck?
Wait a second.
Looking like I know this motherfucker. Okay, looking like Harambe.
This grown ass man is not a. You know, I don't care. I don't care. A weirdo fed who speaks inappropriately in settings where children are present. F this piece of if you two you behemoth well. Is that
what in the world is this? Playing about popping off and let you mention her. You like trans? Oh my goodness,
dude! Like that's my highest view tweet in a while. Like I had a high view one a while ago when I told this dude I was gonna clap him and shit, and then like I'll have a few bangers every once in a while. Because that guy's a fucking loser. I hate that dude. Oh, I hate people like him. Hopefully he cried. If he cried in his fucking sleep, good for him. Disgusting, just no neck, ugly looking chicken eater. Fuck him. Hi, Chloe. How you doing, man?
I'm just reading all your stupid replies. Are dumb. You about to get.
I didn't say any not true,
dude. You're stupid. You just like to cause drama sometimes.
Two people DM me out of that. They're like, "Oh my god, you should have died, you stupid fucking filthy N-word." Like,
yeah,
oh my goodness.
Release
I got DM'd. I got DM'd. Oh, because I delete those message requests when you get haters like that. A guy DM'd me like, "Your mom should have swallowed you."
Let people know.
I got one today that was like, "Oh my god, your mom should have swallowed you, filthy, disgusting monkey." Like, what the fuck? Like, get out of my DMs.
Shit like that.
You say that's me in real life? I'm punching you in your
Walter,
face.
you don't understand. Everybody eats chicken, but not everybody's a chicken eater. Whole different thing.
We doesn't eat chicken.
Yeah, you surround yourself with people that talk like that. You think it's crazy. This is the stuff back before the internet that would just get you beat up on the streets for just trash talking.
Yeah,
people.
no, not
people just get way too brave.
Beat up in the early thousands, it get you murked. Motherfuckers. Yeah. You said certain shit about people's mom. Motherfuckers will kill you for like talking shit to their mom. I know motherfucker who damn near got his whole life taken because he roasted his mom too damn hard. They realized.
This thing is, I don't take Twitter seriously. I just trash talk and I just have stuff pop.
Yeah, but that was like goofy, dude. That was crazy. I don't know why he said all this.
The only reason why I said it is because he said this one person could play Link in a live action, because they're doing a live action like Zelda or whatever, but it's not live action.
Really?
It's not.
That shit was real.
No, it's not live action. It's going to be animated the same way Illumination did the Mario Brothers movie.
Okay.
So like originally when it was rumored to be live action, that guy, that tall black nerd guy who I said likes trans women, suggested this Looney Tune play Link. I was like, no, what the fuck? Link isn't mentally ill. I'm good. My Link is played by that. I'm not watching. That's automatic. You get no ticket back from me.
Well, the big thing they're trying to do is like the whole, how Link like kind of dresses like a girl in Breath of the Wild to like kind of sneak into the what's it called? That was the whole thing that they're talking about. You got a little way too you getting emotional, man.
I wasn't emotional. I was typing that trash talking. I was getting in like having some fun.
You're like, this man's just saying something, and you're like, you just like. I was like, okay. I'm not even gonna say what you said, but you're crazy. You're dumb. Write down what he doesn't think, dude.
Okay, so
he don't think. He just writes.
Have you seen the comments on this? One motherfucker like, not the swag king. Tate fan, transphobe, ugly as fuck. There's no way you're a real person. That's a social experiment.
I'll be honest here. I've never gotten with people think I like Andrew Tate. He said a lot of things that I agree with, but I don't agree with what he potentially may have did. Like, I don't know where people get that from.
Yo, these comments are funny as hell.
Oh no, dude! I blocked all these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers were in my DMs.
Yo! There's this one motherfucker that said we would turn you gay and autistic with our brainwashing Chinese vaccine developed by Jewish.
Of course they would.
Okay. The rest of it I can't say because that shit will get both of us.
I ain't never. You're actually looking at it now.
Oh,
that's what I was looking at.
I'm blocking that guy.
These comment sections were worse than. Yo, if you go all the way down from these motherfucking, oh my god,
dude, no, this Looney Tune was quote tweeting me all day, and I just blocked him. He was like, "If you follow this motherfucker, you must like hate black people," and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw that shit earlier.
I mean, listen, you do hate black people though.
I hate them with good reason though, because they're not good people, and they're statistically the worst race in America. But
somebody comparing you to that SpongeBob fish, that was pretty funny. I saw that one too.
I have to laugh. I don't know if that's not an own. I have almost more views on him than okay, whatever, you fucking loser.
That doesn't mean it's a good thing.
Know you, whatever. Okay, I'm not unblocking you. Take a fucking shower, mega sweat. Is that supposed to be an own? I have almost more views on my tweet than you have. You responded to me. You responded to me.
That's
you know what's
me
crazy? You're a troon. And this is what you are. You're a man. You can't ever change that. You can never be a girl. I'll always get the L. I mean, I was W.
No, he said
you ain't got no. There's no W's in this thing for you right now.
Hey, I'm not the one pretending to be a woman.
Motherfuckers is number L because these motherfuckers.
Bro, you got C9 and you're using him like he's on the team. Get a job and buy a new hoodie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This is why I love trash talk. It's fun. It creates excitement. It's hilarious. I'm not mad. I truly don't care. You gave me more views to get me monetized on Twitter. Keep viewing this tweet. Please give me the views.
Stop with this. Stop it.
I want more views. So it was this. Kate Bush. This guy is one of the biggest FAGS's on Twitter. Oh my god, you closeted incel. No, because this was the other one. He said, if you don't think she's hot, you're gay. That's a dude. That's a guy.
Yeah, these motherfuckers.
The implication was the implication was
they're making these motherfuckers too real now.
Well, that's the thing. The implication was if you think she's hot, you're gay. But he was trying to bait me into saying she was hot to only have a gotcha. But, oh, you like dudes? It's like, no. And it wouldn't matter if I thought he was hot anyway. That wouldn't change the fact that that's still a dude. That's not a gotcha.
The fuck?
And keep in mind, I wouldn't think this person's hot either. That's just a dude. He said, I'll get one of the dolls to help your hairline.
Yeah, what the fuck? Jesus Christ.
These quote tweets were insane.
Guys, I saw that one.
Guys, is it gay to be attracted to hot women? That's a dude. That's not a guy.
Oh my goodness.
And he got mad at me one time because I told him that because he was replying. He replied to me once, and I said, "Go watch Planet of the Apes because I'm pretty sure it's a franchise you could see yourself in." That's why he got mad at me.
What is wrong with you?
I remember.
I don't blame him for saying you hate black people.
No, I remember this motherfucker now.
That's pretty funny.
I'm not gonna lie. I like trash talking. That shit was funny as fuck. I will firmly. I
remember this motherfucker. This is one of the guys that got pissed because I said that
I hate that. Tall Black Nerds, the biggest NIGGER on
Stop
YouTube.
it, man.
No. Okay, you know why? Okay, I
so this is when I replied like that's a dude. This is the ones I had to block people all day.
I remember him. I remember years ago. I said that.
This is how you know this is true. Are you attracted to chromosomes?
What?
That's how you know you're dealing with mentally ill people.
I saw that.
Yes, I would be attracted to women's chromosomes because I'm attracted to. What are we talking about?
Look at. I don't know what to tell you, man.
This guy wrote this. Something about no, he's black. I was like, I'm gonna block you. Your facial hair doesn't connect. How would you know what a dude is? I'm like,
that is honestly though. You should shave that. He is right about that. You need to shave that off.
There was a comment earlier that said, "Oh, trans people have the chromosomes." I'm like, what the fuck?
Delete this shit right now, you ass. Plus, you're gay. What?
No, he
got me. You really got me. It's crazy. All you guys on here, you Looney Tune sympathizers, are more obsessed with that. I think that I call that as a dude, and me just destroying you.
You just came out of nowhere and just involved yourself.
That's how Twitter works. You trash talk people.
You get in there and you're like, yeah. By the way, I don't think you're. You're a little too much. You're a little too eccentric.
I'm just saying though, like they're all angry that I pointed out that they can never be the other gender that they want to be, and that's just facts, though. This guy, one of them was oh my God. One of them was like gender, the usual arguments like gender's not a thing or whatever, social construct. And I said this, when a mom goes to an ultrasound appointment, they learn about what about their baby? The gender.
Sex.
Then gender.
They learn about their sex.
I've heard doctors say gender too, but either way.
It's just before. Listen, I don't want to get all about
what do parents have for their baby when they learned about the sex? They have a gender reveal.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
I just want to point out, I can see what you're saying, but you're just kind of using words now. It's the whole point of it is sex and gender, two different things. If you don't agree with that, that's fine, but that's their whole point.
Yeah,
they're not tying them together.
All I told them was that I live in objective reality, and that's what I like.
I don't know if you do. No, I don't know if you can claim that much.
The whole thing is saying that there's more than two gender. And I'm like, wait a second.
Does this person know you're retired from women? Even if that was a woman, you're retired. Keep in mind,
that's true.
All I said was that that's a dude. I've even said this. I think Henry Cavill looks pretty good, but that doesn't mean I'm gay. Even if I said that person looks good, that wouldn't make me gay. I could acknowledge someone looks good.
What are you even talking about?
Like, oh, it's James. Would you think that I'm hot, but you're not being gay?
No.
Fuck you.
No, I would never. Even if I was gay. Even if I was
gay. Don't have to no bullshit like that.
That's way too close to bestiality for my taste.
All right. Okay, micro dick. Okay.
You know what? It's still 3 more inches than you've been in a woman.
That's crazy. A girl could jerk you off with tweezers. It's all good.
Yeah,
though.
And you know what? She's still jerking me off and not you.
That's crazy. You couldn't even whatever. It's okay. I can't say anything on you're trying to bait me on Twitter. You're trying to bait me. I can't say anything on YouTube. I cannot say I am professional. I'm a professional.
Wow. That's wild.
I am a professional at the end of the day.
I don't know about all that, but yeah. That's pretty cool. You had a fun time on Twitter. I'm glad to see you're making friends.
I like trash talk. It's funny.
You're making friends. Honestly,
because this is what no one's understanding about the tweet. This is what I'm pointing out. He said, "You literally wouldn't have known if nobody told you." I knew it was a guy from the way it looked.
I want to point out, you're not going to always be able to tell. That's just the reality of it. You just have to accept that because some of them are really well. They're really well done. It's just the reality of it.
Yeah.
You have to say, do you find them unattractive once you figure out they're dude? That's the big thing. And if you do, then also, that's not a problem.
Also, that is clear deception. That is because to basically trick a person to say someone's hot to reveal they're the other gender just to make a gotcha that you're potentially gay.
He's proving a point that you are not that trans women are hot, and that's his whole point of it, and that he thinks that you're like really against saying that they look good. It's like that's like one of the biggest arguments they have. They're always like, "Oh, I can tell that that's trans," and you can't always tell. It's just the reality.
When you start talking,
there's a lot of them that are actually hidden.
So thinking the man that looks like a girl is gay, but thinking the manly Henry Cavill looks good is straight. Yes,
I don't really think your argument is about.
Well, Henry Cavill's not deceiving you. That person is. What am I listening? Chloe, I'm sorry. These guys are degenerate.
I actually isn't this like kind of what your most streams of yours are around? I actually don't know. I have no idea. So
goodness gracious, no, those you people should have seen the guys I blocked. Oh my god.
I mean, I was looking through all your stuff.
Beautiful. This person said mega sweat cunt. I'm sitting there going like, you are pretending to be a dude. You are pretending to be a woman with an open wound. I wouldn't say anything about sweaty. We know how much those stink when you get your fucking dingling cut off.
Dude, you don't even know.
You
ever smelled one? I would just say, like, you're just going based on
what did you just say to me?
Telling you. I want to tell you, have you ever smelled it?
If you cut off a body part, how would you clean it?
If you cut off your nails, does it smell very bad?
No.
It's not the same. I'm messing around. I'm just saying you have no personal experience. You have no personal experience, yet you talk with authority.
Personal experience. Objective reality doesn't need personal experience.
How many wieners you cut off yourself, dude?
I don't look at their that you're disgusting. You're sick in the head.
I'm just asking. How many you done this to experience this?
I'll pretend you're gaslighting me.
You just don't.
And you're an unwashed. I said you're a man cold party. You fucking clown. And he said you're an unwashed cretin. Difference is I've already done something to combat the testosterone running through my body. No, that makes you a fucking soy boy, which that makes you. Have you tackled the fucking stench you walk around with daily? You have an open wound. You're always stinking. I bet that booty hole smell like shit, doesn't it? Fucking loser. Talk to me. Oh wait, you're a woman. That means your opinion is irrelevant to me.
Oh, there you go. That's all you have to do. Instead of getting mad at that the men trying to be a woman, just remember that you're sexist and you just hate them for that. Hate them for being a woman. There you go. You don't even have to. They won't even be mad at you as long as you're sexist.
If someone has
acknowledging them
pronouns, it's like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? But it's fine. You know, I love it. I always do. I wish I could change my Twitter bio to King of Trash Talk, but I can't because you won't be able to put your live streams on there for like 2 weeks. But as you guys know, who won? A bunch of mentally ill people that are keyboard warriors? Or also, I thought you people are supposed to be loving and tolerant. Yeah, you really don't like when black people don't agree with your opinions.
Dude, stop that. You came in there as a rampage.
No, but they're supposed to be loving and tolerant and diverse of thought.
You in there rampaging, you're like, by the way, you're a dude. So you're mentally ill and you're a dude. Like that's what you came in and
did. They say they're loving and tolerant. They're definitely not loving and tolerant of anyone that thinks differently. And I'm black.
Yeah, this man gets to be black when it's convenient, doesn't he?
That's not how that works.
That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing right now.
I'm transracial. I can be white.
This man switched because usually he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a white, tall, white, rich entrepreneur." What happened to that?
Oh no, that's always going to be a thing. The black part is suppressed.
Let's see.
It's like if you're a werewolf and you're trying to suppress your werewolf side, I suppress the black side most of the time. You see how retarded that sounds when I said that? That's what they say to people, and we have to think that's rational.
Listen,
mic drop.
You are just kind of clinging on to everything. You know how people say you can't hate my movie because you hate my movie because you're racist. We race swap Superman. Now you kind of sound like them with that. You're like, oh, you didn't like my opinion? It must be because I'm black.
That's what they do. No, I hate. That's what they do.
That's what you're doing right now.
I hate you. I say that all the time. They love black. Yeah. They were all just being I hate. Same here. I hate them too. I might because I'm not gonna try and stream that night because I have to set up everything on YouTube, OBS.
This man thinks it's gonna be a full day process. This is gonna take less than an hour
to set up all the thing to download.
Download? What do you download? You don't download YouTube. it's on there. You just have it. This kid
so I think the only problem is setting up the only thing that might take a little bit long time is OBS because setting up the scenes and everything. But I'm pretty sure we could do it easy. But to be fair, this computer will be over there, so I'll just be able to see everything. So anything I need to log into is going to be easy. Passwords are going to be right there in front of me. So I'm basically going to take out this computer, push it to either that side or this side. Taking this monitor with me, putting the 34-inch one back up here because I had to buy a spare one because I dropped the other one. And that was not good. I did not feel good about that. But don't worry, man. I have a 32-inch right here, and then that's it. I'll be able to stream League a lot longer than 3 games.
That would be nice.
I can. And after the computer's in, after Wednesday's panel stream, I'm just going to stream League for the night. I need to get my skills back. I haven't played a solo queue game. I haven't played a solo queue game in a while, but I know how to play the game. I'm not going to play jungle right now because I have to figure out how to take the audit, all those new buffs they put in. But I'll just play some solo lane and just clap people.
No, I want to see you play an actual game for once. I want to see you play.
We play with Chaz. This man can barely play his bars sometimes. You subjecting me to that?
The fuck?
I'm talking about an actual, not like a league game. I'm talking about
dumbass half time.
Love you.
I fucking support decided to just walk the fuck off and not do anything.
Yeah, I can't believe one game we had Adrian the Virgin blowing his boyfriend as we were trying to win, and then blamed me, and they're like, "It's a team game." No, it's not a team game. You're running it down. You fucking GA.
He said it.
You're not playing
game. No. He said it was a team game while he had his partner's cock in his hand. I'm like,
yeah, he literally got gagging on cock as he's blaming us for losing.
No, he wasn't gagging on cock. He had his partner's. He said, "I'm only playing with one hand because his other hand was on his partner's cock." I'm like,
what is going on?
His partner was playing with us as well in the game. I'm like,
hey man, but I bet they were popping off.
They were not.
No,
they were not.
They were straight ass cheeks. They were garbage.
One was
MSK.
Ash, and then one was fucking Twisted Fate.
MSK is Chloe right, by the way?
She dated a black guy before. That's what she gets to have a pass for a little bit.
What? That's pretty funny.
I'm not gonna be with those watermelon connoisseurs. I'm with the white people at the table.
Connoisseurs.
You ain't allowed at the table. At the very most, we'll get you a little dog bowl you can sit on the side with. You ain't sitting with us.
Fuck all that. He's not even allowed in the house in most places.
Yeah, you in the doghouse. You're right.
I'm gonna get you a plate of food and have a good night. That's how most people would do, man.
I'm just saying, white people know how to understand me because I speak their language. You know, I understand what they go through dealing with black privilege. You know,
what black privilege?
That's what I want to know.
What do you mean?
Privilege?
Carmelo Anthony? What the hell?
Just because people support him is not.
That ain't black. No, that ain't black privilege. That motherfuckers don't know how to collect evidence correctly.
God, but I hope a black Carmelo Anthony goes to jail and he gets put in a fucking gas chamber. Hopefully that happens too. All right.
If they can't prove that it wasn't self. If they can't,
it's gonna, dude. I don't know if it's gonna. I mean, he's gonna go to trial. He literally admitted to basically doing it with fucking hell. We'll go over that later. So tomorrow the MSK show at 7 p.m. PST, and then me and Laps our show at 4. I'm ending our show roughly around 6 p.m. PST, so I can set up the new PC. Wednesday, maybe have Savage Jet's show with myself.
Ooh.
You know, and then after that panel show, or I might just combine the panel show into one this week. I don't know. Most likely it's going to be both. Most likely. Thursday, I know I have Dingus Den as a one-on-one. Then we have the show Thursday, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But I have to make sure we get the computer set up for everything. I do need to go to the store. Do you have a spare mouse? The only thing I need is a spare mouse and those can of air to blow my keyboard.
Okay, inside. I'll get some air and a mouse for you if you need it. I didn't know you needed that.
Can you give me your air?
What kind of mouse do you want? I will not give you that. No.
What if I was drowning?
I will let you drown if it meant kissing you on the lips.
It's not kissing me. You're giving me your.
You better. You have a nasty little mustache going on, man. It's nasty. Shave it off, and I might consider it.
Your breath stinks. Fuck you. All right, so James, wear a hazmat suit. That's not true, Walter. I have sex with women. So, yeah, most of Tuesday is just going to be finished getting the computer ready. You know, I do have to end up buying a TV stand and another shelf for my books.
Yo, real quick, James, did you see that Derek Carr retired?
I did. I mean, I don't blame him after the shoulder injury.
The Saints could have drafted Shador or got somebody. They got this Tyler kid who's kind of mid.
They don't. What's up, Jay?
All right. So, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Cloud9 podcast. If you're just watching this show, we'll be back here on Thursday about 7:30, 8 p.m. PST. Thursday, depending on a lot of things, I'm going to be really busy that day, but it's okay. It's okay. I am rich, hot, and good looking, and white, because I sure would not want to be one of those black people these days. That is not a W.
Not according to the people on Twitter.
That's true. That's true. Apparently, I'm like Satan to people, which is good. I'll be Satan in their minds.
Oh my goodness.
I don't believe in heaven or hell anyway. So
shut up, neckbeard.
God damn.
Have a good night, everybody.
All right, check James's debit card right now. He probably bought an Amaranth Tier 3 sub subscription.
I did.
So hope you guys have a great weekend and have a great Monday. See you guys later.